Righty-ho. The Flinders Football League and Great Flinders Netball Association would like to acknowledge the tragic passing of... can we be quiet at the bar, please? So the Great Flinders Football League and Great Flinders Netball Association would like to acknowledge the tragic passing of Jared Neville Waite. In these difficult times, we are sending our love and condolences to Maddie and Poppy Waite and the extended Nelligan and Waite families. We're also thinking of the Aerotech colleagues, emergency services, personnel, and the entire local community who have been touched by the loss of Jared in any way. We'd ask you to please join us in a gesture of respect by observing a minute's silence in memory of Jared. Thank you. If you please remain upstanding for the national anthem. Thank you very much. Good luck to both teams. We'll start in the next 5 minutes.
It was United Yeelanna who burst out of the blocks, kicking 4 goals to none in the first quarter, and that was the difference in the match. We've seen a couple of players come in and out for both sides since then. For United Yeelanna, Bryce Breed and Oscar Poole have gone out in Ben and Alex Glover. For Lock Roos, Sammy Pearce comes in and Dusty Ware goes out since last time they met, and Blaze K coming in from the team last week with Isaac Grimmer going out with a hamstring injury. United Yeelanna have, without a doubt, have the wood over just about everyone in the competition over the last 9 or 10 years, and we'll be coming into this one as hot favourites, but lots looking to come into this one and set the upper cart a little bit here. So we're in for a great game of football, and just as I say this, I'll be joined by my co-commentator for the day in Mark Habner. Habs, how are we going today?
Oh, well, thanks, Brody. I'm just recovering from doing a bit of that, emotional stuff, and get stuff going. going to be a cracking game. I'm excited about it. I haven't got my head in the game yet, Broads, but the perfect weather, couldn't ask for better conditions. These have been the two form sides for the year, probably the last 2 years. Going head to head, other sides have got closer to them, but these sides have been the ones to beat. Yeelanna going for 7 in a row. Lock have been looking to end, last one in 1997. So it's should be a cracking game.
It should be, and now you get to sit back and just have a bit of fun, really. We know how many duties you have as a secretary, and come in here, and I'm just looking forward to watching these two go at it. We saw when both of these sides played in the grand final last year. It was United Yeelanna who really jumped Lock. Lock decided to kick with the breeze, and United Yeelanna come into quarter time with a lead, and that was game over after that. So right now the toss is being done. Casey Beard and Stephen Cretton, and Casey Beard from Lock has won the toss and will be kicking with the breeze in the first quarter. So that's that could be big, Hubs.
Which way do you reckon the breeze is going? I think it's sort of dropped out a little bit. It's going across the ground from left to right. Is that what you?
I think probably one or two goal breeze. I'd probably say nothing too much. Pushing across and probably pushing to the far back pocket from our screens that we're watching on. And look, there's going to be so many good matchups. You can look at this all over the field, and we've seen these two come together nearly every time. There's probably 3 or 4 you can just about pencil in from the start. Jackson Norton will probably take the job on Tynan Keeley. Luke Durden will probably take the job on Stephen Cretton, and the one that I love watching every single time they play is Gonzo Kelly on Matt Creddy. Those two both never take a backward step, and usually share the points every single time they play against each other.
Matchups all over the ground really, and where the run and carry is going to come from I think that's the key to Lock need to generate that. They've been leaning heavily on Macaulay Glover in other games, and they need the bias boys to do their job part of it. So it's going to be an interesting run of events. So there's stars all over the field. There's matchups all over the field. We talked about that through the game. Hope the crowd at home are excited as what we are.
Yeah, there's Sandfield experience, there's EP experience, Great Flinders experience. Something you love to see. And look, United Yeelanna coming in, and you can correct me, is it 9 of the last 10, Habs, or?
It's 11 of the last 13, I reckon. So they've won 10 premierships over the last 12 seasons is what they've done. So they look going for 11 of 13 years, 7 in a row. And as we said before, Lock was 96, 97 is when they last won. Looking to recreate. That was my youth, is coming from Lock School, with the torturers for myself. So
And just looking at there now, there's a bunch of sons of the dads that probably played in that last side too. Obviously, Durden's, Beards, keep going down the line. Macaulay Glover, the co-captain, with Gus Glover captaining that day as well. And look, as the United Yeelanna players come to the bench, we've got Will Simons, Alex Glover, and Lockie Hancock starting on the bench for United Yeelanna. And for Lock, it'll be Braden Crosby, Sam Pearce, and Fergus Slape starting on the bench, with Fergus Slape likely to be moved into the ruck pretty quickly on a hot day like this.
Yep, fantastic. It's the other thing to talk about is just how many brothers playing today. Trying to matchups are fantastic. Better play your brother privilege if you get an opportunity to do that, and we'll add them up across the field. So here we go. We're at the last few seconds. The umpires set themselves ready to go.
I'm just looking in the midfield at the immediate matchups. Macaulay Glover on Xavier Watson, isn't that mouth-watering? And Casey Beard on Casey Carr, battle the Caseys, and then Morton on the name. This first quarter is going to tell us so much of this game, Habs. I'm so excited.
Attention build as Sam Newman takes the ball, ready for the first bounce. We'll just let the tension build here for the first, and just watch what happens. Who wins the first clearance? Let's see.
Umpire Newman is going to ball the ball up. Beard up against Gerber. Tap one down by Gerber. Watson straight away, wrapped up by Morton, and he's in his face. Two best mates going at it. You love to see it. I think, I'm not sure, I could be corrected. I reckon one of them was in the other's wedding. As Chopbeard wins the ball down, taps it out into space. Ball on the ground. Umpire has called a free kick to Lock in the centre of the ground, and it'll be Morton. Morton's going to push back off his line and look to drive it deep to Lachlan Heath here out on the forward flank. He'll roll around on his left and look to go short inside as he dodges around the man on the mark. Looking for Travis Beard, and he's dropped what he probably should have taken early, Travis. Guy gets the ball out to Blaze K. Great pressure by Maxfield in the back half. Blaze K, here we go. What's he going to do? He misses to the right-hand side. Good pressure by Lock early and good defence by United Yeelanna.
Yeah, they're going to want to slot those though. The Blazers had time to settle, aimed up, and needs to put that through the middle. As the start, the pressure's right there for Lock. They're going to need to slot those goals. Jacko Norton kicking that right out wide. He's looking for Aaron Watson's and managed to hit him. The push there, and it's going to be 25-metre penalty for push after he's taken the mark. Going to have to be disciplined today. Andrew Heath, he just didn't need to touch him. You're looking for the physicality, but just need to let that go. Aaron Watson looking down the wing, staying wide, looking for Spog Crittenden, but gone too wide, took out in the full.
I think that wind took it a bit. It looks like the wind's maybe going across the ground a bit more than what we thought. That could be another downfield. Where is it? No, umpire says...
It was in the contest. That's why it's not being played down the field. The one before was just after. He's already taken the mark. So Aaron Beard, big hit though, Matt Crittenden. That's why. But and then Braden Martin cutting it off.
Martin launches inside. This is a big kick and a great mark there it is by Clayton Colbert, who will look to put the first on the board for United Yeelanna. Always seems to pop up against Lock. He's a tricky matchup.
Clayton Colbert, he's a scary talent. Like he's got speed and athleticism, just raw. He's come on. He's 19. He's just turned 19, and if I still playing, I'd be terrified standing him because he's just got athletic speed and can jump like a gazelle. When he was younger, he's able to put off the game, but we look whether he settles. He can kick 60 metres on the run. Beautiful kick. Hopefully he finishes off here.
Big turnover in the centre of the ground by Aaron Beard, and look at Ali Bias just didn't hit it, and great work by Clayton Colbert. Is this his first A-grade grand final?
I think it is his first A-grade. He's been he's been playing a bit of B-grade, and this year he played about half and half, and he's just really back into the season. When Yeelanna lost to Ramblers, he played in the A-grade then, and I think from then on he's been given the confidence to take the game on and go. It's going to be both sides are going to be looking to play on the edge, and it's just either side of the edge. Like, Andrew Heath was only just a fraction late, and whereas Matt hit him right as he hit the ball, and it's going to be just centimetres is going to matter today.
Good tap down there by Aaron Beard. There's going to be a handball out here to Lachlan Heath on the wrong side. Finds Ty George, says play on, went about 5 metres, straight over the top. Trav Beard, handballs out to Blaze K. Blaze K keeps his feet. Is that going to be in the back? Umpire says play on. United Yeelanna look to clear from centre half back. Stacks on in the middle. Billy Bias gets a quick kick away, looking for Travis Beard. That's got to be hanging on there. Centre half forward. Travis Beard will have a shot from about 50 out, directly in front.
That's a free of the where you're trying to get away with that Matty Dyer, and because Trav Beard is a talented player, you can't afford to let him get easy kicks. And professional free, and it's ways and hope to get away with it. But he's got the free, well deserved, and Trav lining out he'll be kicking from just outside 50, I reckon. So we'll get the scoreboard underway. We'll reel up chatting away and with all the tension, and we'll get that up to date.
1 goal each. Travis Beard kicks it.
Well done, Trav. Straight through the high diddle. It's exactly what Lock needed. 1 goal 1, I reckon, because Blaze had a pull early as well. So we'll get the scoreboard up to date. I've got Brody in charge of the scores because I'm notoriously terrible at it, and so we thought we'd get the professional in, and Brody will pick up his game from now on.
Yep, blame me for that one. I think it's about 4 minutes 30, we'll call it that. So that's what it says on the scoreboard in the bottom right corner. And huge goal there it was by Travis Beard, and just playing in front, that's what you need to do in these big games. Sometimes simple things is what win grand final. As Gerber wins another tap down in the centre of the ground, Morton at the back of the contest, goes right, goes left, kicks out and finds Ali Bias. He'll roll around on his left here. Ali Bias in the long sleeve as well, not to be mixed up with his brother. Ali goes looking for Aaron Beard, and that's a great mark by the big Labrador in Chop Beard. Aaron Beard will push back off his mark, and he'll look to go deep looking for Jed Durden here. Good kick, goes straight over the top. Ben Glover back into the side this week after missing a few weeks to Adam Manane. Finds Macaulay Glover. Macaulay Glover's got plenty of time here, and he goes short looking for Billy Bias. Cut off well there it was by Casey Beard. Billy Bias gets a handball out to Blaze K. Blaze K looks to break one, out to Ty George from the back. Flicks it back, Lock has got numbers here, but United Yeelanna are pressing. Corey Beard, who'll look to launch it deep inside 50, and finds Tynan Keeley. Great work it was there by Corey Beard. Nice and calm and settled moving inside forward 50. Tynan Keeley coming off a huge game last week, kicked 1 goal 5 by quarter time and finished with 8 goals 6 at 3/4 time. And look, this is a huge kick for Lock. They'd be looking to bang on a few with the aid of a bit of a slight breeze here, Habs.
Yep, important kick here, big kick from 45 out, you reckon? Just goes back a beautiful kick of the ball, but I reckon he's just gone to the left-hand side. Another point. Broad's got that on the board.
Onto it right now, Habs.
As Matt Dyer will look to bring it in.
Matty Dyer, one of the most underrated players, I think, in this league. Just he can lock down a player, but at the same time, he can. He's the one. If you really want to move the ball into the corridor, you want the ball in his hands. Really waste possession. As I say that, he turns it over to Luke Durden. And United Yeelanna do this so well. They get so many numbers back behind the ball. Luke Durden goes in short looking for Ty George. He'll go on his left or right. No one knows what foot he is. He'll go on his left here. Go out wide looking for Jed Durden. Xavier Watson just gets in front of him. He'll go over the top. And what happens here? Good spoil over the top by Ali Bias. United Yeelanna numbers at ground level. Kick off the ground, finds Casey Beard. Casey will go back looking for Luke Durden. Handball finding Ty George. Lock have numbers on the far side if they can get it there. Morton back inside finds Casey Beard. Great smother by Adam Manane. That's what wins grand finals. Ball on the ground. Luke Durden wraps up Maxfield, and the umpire will probably ball this one up.
Pile on there, trying to put pressure on Clayton as well.
Colbert was right.
Clayton Colbert. Great pass of play. Good tight contested ball. Gayton gets the free. I missed what that was for, but that's okay.
Hanging on, he's such a big body in the centre of the ground that when he does take that front position, he's really, really hard to get in front of.
It was looking for, I don't know whether it was looking for Michael Cretton or Matt Dyer, so it wasn't really clear there, but it's got there. They've managed to create a contest. Lockie Heath was out in front, and the ball up coming here. James Pedler. Got plenty of experience in the umpires here. I've done a few stats of the umpires with. We've got Scott Davies, who's 29 years an umpire, 14 A-grade grand finals between Midwest, Far West.
Travis Beard looks to go inside. Here's Corey Beard all on his own in forward 50. Did some really good off-body work to Jacko Norton there. It's like he saw it coming before it was, and this is what Corey can do. He's starting on a half-back flank and just rolling up the field with Lock having the aid of a slight breeze. We know last year he didn't have his kicking boots on in the grand final. Let's hope he bangs one through here early for the Roos.
We'll just watch this one here. It needs to keep through coach's goal here. Through the middle, I reckon. That looks good. They're all high-fiving. It's what they need. Another goal there, Brody.
Yep.
2 goals, 2.
2 goals, 2 it is. As I add that to the scoreboard, Corey looks to have rolled forward he has been moved forward with this breeze. So that's an interesting watch there, as it looks like
4 tools there with Travis Beard, Corey Beard, Tynan Keeley and Jed Durden up forward, with Sam Pearce and Ali Bias up as well as the fleet-footed. But they've gone tall to create that tension. Yeelanna have got a few matchups there with Sean Maxfield isn't short. He's on Trav Beard. Ben Glover's taking Corey Beard, which will be an interesting matchup. Jacko Norton's got Tynan Keeley, and the Jacko comes past him late, and to spoil that, looking for the mark. Travis Beard gets the handball. The first slate out to Tynan Keeley. Handballs onto Sam Pearce. Sam Pearce kicks it up in the air, gets it to Corey Beard. Yeelanna calling for a push, but he's held his space according to Sam Newman. So Corey will have another shot here, looking for another goal.
Really good work there by Sam Pearce. He's actually been out in the last few finals, and great to see him get his hands on the footy early as Corey Beard comes in from 30 metres out, directly in front. What's he done here? He's kicked another one. Lock 3 goal 2-20. United Yeelanna 1 goal straight 6. We are going to have a game on our hands today, Habs.
Absolutely. It's what Lock needed to do to create that pressure. They're doing it really, really well. They're playing well, starting well. Creating that pressure. So it got Corey's kick 2 now. Tynan Keeley's kicked behind. Trav and Clayton Colbert, the other goal kickers.
Yep. Last time these two sides played, United Yeelanna just dominated the midfield, and it's good to see Lock get a few clearances early in this one. Umpire Davies going to throw the ball up. Fergus Slape moved into the ruck against Simons. Both players who started on the bench. Fergus Slape on the ground. Great tackle there it was, but it was high. Umpire's called, and Adam Manane, the general in the midfield for United Yeelanna, will push back off his mark. Manane goes out wide, looking for and finding, is that Colbert again on the lead?
Yeah, Clayton Colbert on Fletcher Beard, just too quick at the moment. But yeah, is he looking for Matt Crittenden? Matt Crittenden goes to the ground against Andrew Heath, and he's been wrapped up, the player there, can't quite see, a few players in the way from our commentary position. Levi Brown is in there as well, and Macaulay Glover on the bottom there, wrapped up straight away. It'll be a ball up on the in the pocket.
Slate picks up his own kick and it's intercepted straight away. Is that 15?
It's Xavier Watson, apparently 15 according to the umpire. Look at the star jumps Casey Beard can pull off here.
Xavier Watson, big grand final player, a trophy cabinet and a jewel cabinet the Queen would be jealous of as he comes in. It looks good off the boot. Is it going to carry? It just fades away to the left-hand side.
Yeelanna needed that one. They really badly wanted that goal there. Zave had the opportunity to kick it and just wasn't quite able to do it. But Levi Brown looking for where is he going to go. He's gone out on the far side.
Finds Macaulay Glover.
Macaulay Glover there.
He's a great person to have in this spot because he can kick 50, 60 metres if needed as he keeps it low, going out looking for Fergus Slate, and it goes straight over the top of him. United Yeelanna have plenty of numbers at ground level, but that's picked up and tackled straight away. Hot pressure by both sides. And what's the umpire found here? Is it holding the ball against Travis Beard, is it? And is that played Sean Maxfield?
Sean Maxfield there.
That's going to be a good match-up all day. We know these both of those players go at each other, and Travis is so dangerous goal side, but Maxfield is so dangerous leaving defensive 50 at the same time.
Well, Sean Maxfield's one of the oldest players in the field, but he's I reckon he came third in the male medal. He's an outstanding year. It's been just brilliant to watch him. The contest there in the forward pocket. The ball's tied up here with Levi Brown being tackled by Stephen Crittenden.
Both Crittenden's big finals player. We saw Spoggy kick the first goal of the second semi, and they're both just team boosters. They love a celebration when they do kick a goal, and it's just what you really need in these grand final moments. As Slate, he wins a tap down, tries chasing up his own ball. Great tackle by Levi Brown, not going anywhere back there. It's great pressure by the Roos early, and this is what they needed to do, is not let United Yeelanna get away with a fast start once again. Slate, and it looks like Crittenden doing the ruck work out to Fletcher Beard. Handball's out, finding Billy Bice. Billy Bice will go in short, not the best of kicks. Out to Casey Beard. Casey Beard will go short, looking for Sam Pearce, but he's turned it over. Great work there was by Liam Gerber to Xavier Watson. Numbers inside forward 50 for United Yeelanna, and Casey Beard has given away a free kick downfield. He can't be doing that at this time. And who will take it?
Matt Crittenden, I think.
Yeah, they can't be letting Matt Creddy get into this game. There's that fine line between playing on the edge and giving away silly free kicks, and that one there was a bit of a silly free kick, unfortunately. And look, Matt Creddy doesn't miss many in grand finals. I remember calling one a few years ago, and he kicked, was it 8, I reckon it was, at Karku against Tumby Vahabs?
Yeah, something like that. Sorry, I haven't done my homework there.
I reckon it was. He missed it to the right-hand side, though.
He missed it. This is Lock have been slotting the goals, and Yeelanna haven't been able to finish off. So they're going to need their leaders to stand up and put goals on the board if they want to create. Clayton Colbert just speed, turns around, and slots the goal. That's really celebration. That's it. He loves a good celebration. He's been encouraged to by his teammates to show him what you've got. And it's good to see him taking it on. He just that's the goal of the day at the moment to beat. They cut it off, turn around, snap the goal. It's Lock, I was just saying that Lock have been really good with kicking the goals and putting the pressure on. Clayton Colbert, the only one standing up at the moment kicking the goals. So the other leaders haven't put one through yet.
Not yet, and that was a really important goal because Lock have had probably the majority of the momentum this quarter, and unfortunately for Lock, that's just the way it goes. As Will Simons goes up against Fergus Slate in the midfield, great tap down it was by Will Simons. Mano goes on his left, just somehow got himself out of trouble, kicks in one-on-one, Luke Durden, Spoggy Crittenden. Great punch down it was there by Luke Durden. Corey Beard gets wrapped up. Is that going to be holding the ball? Umpire says play on as Levi Brown wraps up Dane Habner. Oh, jeez. A bit of interesting words there from the United Yeelanna coach. Great handball, it was out there, and that's a great kick. Well, what have they called there? That can't be another downfield, surely, not for that one. Is that as he kicked it? No, it's as he kicked it, and lining up a goal here will be Aaron Watson, I believe. Is that right?
Yep, snag there, looking to put the goal on board. He's cut down from the wing to show him how it's done.
Loves getting down there, doesn't he?
You know, Snag is a very appropriate name. He'll look for the celebration if he can put this one through.
I've seen these before from
the older brothers had a crack, and he hadn't. Let's see what we can do here. Andrew Hickle on the mark, trying to put him off. They've known each other forever.
Looks good off the boot, bit of a helicopter, but it goes straight through the middle.
Through the middle. Aaron Watson showing Dave how it's done. There'll be a bit of banter about that later on. And depending on which team watches the thing afterwards, I think the losing team doesn't watch much of it. But pressure, 3-goal 2, 20, 3-goal 2, 20. Couldn't ask for more. Closer.
Exactly right. 16 and a half minutes gone. And it looks like the wind, I'm just looking at the flag there, just about completely dropped out. So even Stevens game here, and it looks like the two main ruckmen have moved back in the centre, Aaron Beard and Gaten Gerber. We'll see how this one goes. Okay, throws the ball up. Beard wins that one down straight to Morton. Spins out of trouble, goes forward looking for Macaulay Glover. Just kicks a 80-metre ball, 50 metres up, 30 metres long. Billy Bias gets a kick, looking out for Tiny Keeley. Gets a handball out, finding Sam Pearce. Can't kick that far, but he kicks it to Jed Durden's advantage. Oh, drops what he should have taken, landed on his chest. Oh. And what's the umpire going to call here?
His ball. He thought he'd taken it high, but he's managed to get away with that. Scott Davies right there, right in the right spot, and made the call. Travis Beard takes the ball out of the off the ruck tap and wrapped up straight away. So Scotty Davies about to throw the ball up. Gaten Gerber against Tiny Keeley. And Tiny Keeley picks the ball, gets it smothered, having a shot for goal. Adam Manane kicking it to Matt Dyer, long left foot, but Lockie, he's using those long levers and to get there. And now beautiful left foot into the middle, looking for Corey Beard. But there was three Eagles there. Xavier Watson bringing the ball out wide, hitting Spog Crittenden.
I understand what United Yeelanna, what Lock are trying to do, but they've got to be careful. They've got Jed Durden, Tiny Keeley and Travis Beard up there, but every time Corey's going up there, they are looking for him. And United Yeelanna are starting to read that. So I think if Lock can start lowering their eyes and looking for even the likes of Billy Bias or Sam Pearce up there, they can really start bringing themselves into the game a little bit more.
I thought Chopper took that then, but just slipped through his hands. Matt Crittenden down on the ground on all fours, diving there, wrapped it up. Ben Gonzo Kelly right there, wrapped him up straight away. Excellent contest. As I said earlier, that's going to be a strong contest. Who can win that battle? Gonzo used to nil all draws, is what he's used to. So out wide, Levi Brown looking to bring it inboard, looking for Corey Beard just about wide, and Clayton Colbert was there sharking. He needs to not leave those balls behind him. He can slow down. So out to, is that Jed?
Luke looking for Lachlan Heath. Dangerous here by United Yeelanna, have plenty of numbers closing in. Liam Gerber, great tackle by Chuck Heath to win the ball on his own. Just needs to neutralise his contest, and that's what he's done. Well done there by Lachlan Heath. United Yeelanna got that ball out, they had four players surrounding the man there.
They just couldn't quite get there to help out. Chuck did a great job.
Definitely feels like a grand final with the amount of repeat stoppages we're getting today, Habs.
Yeah, well, every time there's pressure on the ball carrier, every time there's not when it's there. So Aaron Beard looking to get away. Oh,
that's got to be a sling. That's got to be one there.
Yeah.
Can't be angry about that one there, Sweat.
Just be aware we've got the coaches box directly below us, so we're trying not to anger them. We've got looking for options up forward. There's just Yeelanna bodies in the way. It's he's going to go to OK.
Good work there was by Lockie Heath. Just went to required 14.9, I think, as he goes inside looking for Corey Beard as he found him. Yes, he has.
Just got that acceleration for him to get to that ball.
He can kick this far, we know that. Right on his limit as he gets a little bit older and the hamstrings get a little bit tighter, but he's a big game player, Corey, and he is getting forward a lot. Goes in, straight to the man on the mark, Tiny Keeley at the bounce of the ball, just goes over the top of everyone as Maxfield goes out there. Another smother there, this time by Travis Beard. Great little flick on it was there, out to Mitch Jolly. Ball stays in play, young Lockie Hancock runs around the boundary line. What's he going to do? Goes short and all Lock, but what can Clayton do? Just needs to compete. Over the top to Macaulay Glover. He's got plenty of time, just needs to find someone here. Had 3 players out on the open side there, would have been good to switch. as Lockie Heath looks to go in forward. He's had a great start to this game on the wing, has Chuck, finding Guy Morton in the middle of the ground.
They're swinging out wide, looking for, that's Andrew Heath there. Looking for options. He's got another one out on the wing. Yeelanna are just letting them have that. They're trying to control the corridor and pushing him out wide, out and back to Casey Beard. Casey swinging into the middle for Guy Morton. Guy Morton under pressure, then McCauley Glover's going to kick it into the 50 here. Down contest between Jacko Norton and Tyron Keeley, gets over the back of them. Lockie Hancock in there, the ball, Tyron Keeley at the bottom. Ali Bias with the ball with wrapping up Gaten Gerber. That takes a bit to get your arms around the Viking.
I was about to say, it's a bit of a weight battle there between Tyron Keeley and Lockie Hancock, but he did really well. He just neutralised it as Ty George goes inside, straight to the top of the square. Corey Beard 1-on-2 down there. Ball hits the ground. Billy Bias at the pack, kicks it. Great roving goal there it was by Billy Bias.
That's what he's down there for, is to create that pressure, get under those tools when the ball gets, hit in long, creating the contest and hitting front and centre. That's what that looks like. That was Billy or Ali? Billy there. Yep. He's charged down from the midfield to do exactly what his team's wanting him to do.
He's very dangerous, swapping in the midfield usually with a Guy Morton or someone like that who's strong in the air. Ali has now moved from forward lines out to the wing, and you probably see a bit of a three-way rotation between Billy and Ali. Definitely not Morton on the wing, I wouldn't have thought. As umpire Pedler probably played in a few of these grand finals, and now he's stuck umpiring him, Habs.
He's played in a dozen grand finals, and umpire, this is his second grand final, A-grade grand final he's done. As Billy Bias gets the clearance out, looking for Tyron Keeley, contest between Jackson Norton. Handball out to Matt Dyer, still under pressure, gets a quick kick away, but to Chucky Heath, the ball's gone up, he's cut out of the contest. Davey Watson roves that, Gaten Gerber, to Mark Crittenden, Davey Watson will kick away and hits up Spog Crittenden. Spog looking for options, looking for Casey Carr, and Spog there from Casey Beard. On the ball.
Yes!
Both sides playing on the edge here. There's a lot of feeling around the game.
There's a bit of stuff happening just off the ball. They're just out of camera. Who's that wrapped that up? Has been wrapped up straight away with Dane Habner wrapped up.
Macaulay Glover
at the bottom with Matt Cretton and both right on.
Straight on his ball up there. As it looks like Luke Durden goes out and it will be a kick straight back from United Yeelanna. Back behind the ball, and look, it's been a ripping first half. Beautiful conditions for football today, Habs, and whoever's just going to outlast the other is probably going to win this grand final today. The wind blowing straight across the ground, opposite from where this ball will be coming in from, with both sides trying to use the top side. Ball hits a deck, Top Beard with the spoil. Great handball from behind, out to Liam Gerber, puts it on the left, and Ali Bias, the goal-saving mark, right on the line. Ali will look to go on his left and kick out here, and he finds Andrew Heath out on the back flank for Lock Roos. Andrew Heath looking for numbers inside, love to use the corridor where they can, and Heath has to go down the line here. It's a great kick, finding Bias, this time of the Billy variety. Billy goes down short and finds his brother Ali. Great run there it was by Ali, just marked the ball in the defensive 50 as he goes short, this time finding Corey Beard. Corey Beard just saying, let's just play it a little bit steady here. Let's find our targets. Great start to the game. It is by Beard, just competing, and that's all he needs to do. As Travis Beard gets goal side of his opponent, looking in for Jed Durden with great hands. That is so hard to do. Full stretch here. Travis Beard just was allowed to get goal side, and anytime you let Trav goal side, it's couldn't be curtains for you, Habs.
Another forward entry for Lock. Out wide, is he going to go for the goal here, or is he looking to pass off? There's a bit of movement around, but I reckon Jed he'd be looking to stop this straight through with his side up against it. He's got just the slightest of breeze, and from left to right, he's going to the foot, right on the man on the mark. Jed Manone smothered the last one, but I think he's put that through.
He's kicked it, has he?
Umpire Ricky Clark
says he kicked one from that exact spot last week to get Lock up and running. Look, he's kicking into a bit of a breeze there. That's a great kick, Habs.
Well, the ball, it's coming across the ground. It's going towards, from a commentary position away from us from left to right. And the ball just hung up there, but I think the wind probably just helped him to carry over the line in that last little bit. He perfectly kicked it though from the spot that he was. He got close to the mark. Jed Minahane, he was the one that smothered the ball before from Corey B, and he got close to touching that one as well, but Jed perfectly timed it. A little up in the breeze, just enough to get it there over the line.
Good work on top here to shepherd that one out in the square too. It looks like Simon's up against Beard in the centre of the ground. Umpire throws the ball up. Neither ruck won it. Zaggy Watson Sharks to the bottom. Great pressure it was at ground level. Billy Bias just sockers it off the ground. In from the wing is Aaron Watson, and that is the siren. At quarter time, we have Lock 5 goal 2, 32. I need to get onto the scoreboard a little bit.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that you're handling it about as well as what I did. So that's I'm pleased to see that. So it's 3 goal 2, 20 to 5 goal 2, 32.
Now, better players for the first quarter. For me, I thought Chuck Heath on a wing just provided so much drive. That left foot would come back inside from that side. Usually you see players on the third side, they can really around the boundary, but he's actually looking to come back inside. And for me, I think he's been Lock's best player going through. He's always dangerous. And Clayton Colbert's, I think, has been the best player this first quarter.
He's the most dangerous player. I think that you're going to have to see a bit more from Liam Gerber on that matchup with Lachlan Heath. Chuck has got those long levers, he's got that speed. Liam's got the ability, but he's going to have to use his skills again and to torch. Look at the crowd shots there, Brody. How good this? Like, it's fantastic. Premises here, making the most of it, being able to see as I think we've got a couple of thousand people here. It'll be.
You wouldn't know it. Cummins Capini so far have done a great job catering and everything too. And
the tonnage of chips they've gone through, they've had to repack and run out to Capini twice already. But that was by 1 o'clock. So but they've done a fantastic job hosting today. So really good. If you can give us a shout out for those watching, we really appreciate it. Knowing where you're watching from. I'm getting a few texts when the sound wasn't working very well. Thankfully, we've got Paul Rowan from On Air Media here, helping out and doing a fantastic job. A lot less stress than when I was trying to do it. And doing it with Mark Thomas on camera. Yep. The crowd just brilliant to see. So many people, both sides. You got the whole township of Lock. We've got Bendigo Bank sponsoring and supporting us today, which enables this dream to happen, along with Portland Prestige, which we're really grateful for. There's absolute cracker. 2 goals in it. Yeelanna are going to have to pick up and use. You said 1 to 2 goal win. I reckon it's a 1 goal win maybe. So Yeelanna are going to have to use it smartly. They want to be coming on the closer side as much as they can, because that's the easier side to kick the goals. Although Jed Durden didn't make a difference at all.
Exactly right. And look, we're going to have a short break, Habs, and we'll come back for what's going to be a great second quarter. We've got a big game on our hands.
We're back again. The quarter time break there. 3 goal 2, 20. Got a few messages from people that are listening. My favourite so far, tough to beat. Watching and listening to the game from a motel in London, 6:30 a.m. here. Great game so far and a good call, boys, from JT, John Chalor. And thank you for the message, JT. There's a few other messages as well. Loving those messages. Keep them coming through.
It's nice, yeah. Donna and Kim Elson watching there at Balaclava, ex-Lock players, and Tom Betting, big shout out to you, mate. Hopefully the Rams can get up too, I think they're still in their finals over there. So.
Absolutely. I played for the Nan Rams and sent them some highlights reel before from the 2015 grand final, and we're looking to recruit Tom Betting.
Yeah.
Of an ex, played for the shout out to Bronte Hoff and the crew there. First bounce. Will Barrett, Simons tapped it down, but Macaulay Glover mops it out, kicks it out right out in front of Travis Beard, but Sean Maxfield straight onto it, then mopped up by Ali Byers, handball inside to Casey Beard. Casey Beard out wide, looking to put it in front of Trav Beard, but Matt Dyer too fast in front of him, gets the handball, but no, he's been wrapped up before he could get his arm to it. Well done by Travis Beard there. Right in the furthest from their competition position. Looking to centre it, looking for Billy, got there, but he got his arms chopped or mark taken by Billy Bias. Jed Manane wasn't quite able to get there, and Billy going back to slot this one. This will be, Billy already has another goal as well. He's already got one, which roved it straight off the pack. It's all these apps everywhere, it's just tricky to keep up with what's happening.
Exactly right, like I'm doing the score and it's saying 3-2 on mine, but it's saying 5-2 as Billy Bias comes in. What's he done with that one? He's missed it to the right-hand side there by the looks. 5-3, 33 for Lock. United Yeelanna, 3-2, 20. Lock would just love to get an early settler here, I think. We know United Yeelanna is going to come at some stage today, Habs, and that scoreboard pressure is going to be so important.
Important kick out here. They're trying to get out of the web that Lock. So Jacko Norton looking to bring it in, going long out wide on the far side, out to the wing. Will Simons gets his hands up, and Aaron Watson cleans up after him. Left foot from Snag. Matt Crittenden 3-on-1 on his own out there, tackled by Levi Brown.
Great tackle it was.
He tackled him before he got his handball away, but look at that, holding the ball. Levi Brown into the middle to Andrew Heath. Andrew Heath looking to switch it over through Fletcher Beard. Fletcher Beard be looking to bring it across. It's in the middle and he's gone wide, played on. Called to play on.
Yeah, risky kick there, 1-on-3. Ty George is going to neutralise this right now. Oh, he hasn't got the ball. Umpire says play on, got away with that one. As Dane Hadner has got a man on in front of him, if he can get past, he does. Looks inside 50 and finds Stephen Kirkman all on his own. Yeah, right there, just a bit of inexperience, unfortunately, by Fletcher Beard, kicking to a 1-on-3, 1-on-4. There's a lot more time. Grand finals, we do think that you're under pressure all the time, Habs, but you just can't afford to give this United Yeelanna side any sort of a chance. As Stephen Crittenden, you'd think he'd bang this one through.
Yeah, grand finals are funny things, though. That pressure builds. Spog will be looking to settle the nerves. Corey Beard telling him plenty about how many misses he's had as he goes through for. He's got it. Got the goal. There we go. And the celebration done as good. And the pass was adequate. We'll call that to Spog. A few shout outs here. Watching Leonie Miller, watching it from Brisbane, and familiar names running around, plenty of beards. Kim Elson watching Balaclava, Julie Crittenden watching from LeGrand Beach, WA, and Amy Curley watching from Mildura. Now, did you get that goal on the board there?
Oh, something's going on. I'm putting it down, but yeah, there we are. Not picked up the last two for Lock, but it's picked up these ones.
As long as they're putting the Yeelanna ones on the board.
Xavier Watson with another clearance today. Great work there by Stephen Crittenden. He's really coming into this game now. Out to Liam Gervers, going inside. Good fist away it was there by Beard. Down to Casey Carr. Wrapped up well by Macaulay Glover. Just lets a tackle go at the right time. Colbert on the ground. Doesn't quite pick it up as Levi Brown clears the ball from defensive 50. Going to be a good contest here. Matt Dyer meets it well, but Chuck Heath once again. That's great tackle there on the man. Not rewarded. Umpire says play on. I think that's a bit of a make-up for that one from before with Ty George.
Well, I think that as there's a player that ran between the ball carrier and the umpire as that happened, so it looked like he was going to get it away and then got wrapped up. So Liam Gerber gets it driven into the ground as he gets a kick. He's managed to hit that
Could have taken it out there, Chucky Heath then. Tried to bring it back inside, but just didn't have anyone around him. And what's that? That's going to be 50, is it?
Downfield for Levi Brown just bumped him after he'd taken the mark. It was one of those ones that
Another goal to United Yeelanna, and back to a 1-point margin to Lock. And United Yeelanna seem to have got the swagger back in this quarter. We know how dominant they can be around centre clearances, and Lock were dominant in the first quarter. Just allows, especially with the senior sixes, you can't get the play behind the ball. And those forward entries when it's one-on-one, both sides have such dangerous forward lines and can really kill you in a heartbeat. So looks like it'll be Will Simons going up against Chopwood in this one, and Gaten Gerber must be off having a bit of a rest here, eh? Like Davey's going to throw the ball up. Nice warm day. Players are going to be tonguing it all day. Umpire throws the ball up. Tap one down there by no one really. Casey Beard goes onto the right foot and just kicks it out to space. Ali Bias out there on the ground, picked up very well. It was there by Maxfield. Casey Beard goes straight into Macaulay Glover, who wasn't expecting it. He captured higher. Umpire says no, and I'll have it there. Both sides looking for a free kick. Lots are looking for a high. United Yeelanna looking for holding the ball. Let the boys play in a grand final. I love to see it, Habs. Umpire throws the ball up. Another clearance by Watson early. Macaulay Glover lets him know about it. And what's this? Nah, it's going to be. I thought I heard a whistle. Must be from over the net ball. Both sides giving each other a little bit here today. What are they called there? Or they're saying settle down, lads.
I think settle down, lads. But there's a few little niggles afterwards, and you can see them on the bottom of the pack just ripping into each other. Guy Morton runs out of the pack here, handballs it straight to Ali Bias, but the ball has been way off the field, off the ball to Matt Crittenden.
Don't know about that. That's very much like that.
It was Casey Carr with Fletcher Beard, just a bit of silliness. Didn't need to do it.
He called it for hanging on, but the ball was nowhere near it. Interesting decision there, off the ball, but
Six goals 2 to 5 goals 3. The pressure is on. Like, I feel like Lock have played the better game to start with, but Yeelanna are hanging in there, and they're actually not just hanging in there, they're actually in front by 5 points.
This is what United Yeelanna do, though. They know they can come out there and they can score quickly, and that's what they've done so far here. And it's really led by clearance dominance. Xavier Watson starting to get his hands on the footy now. And it's not pretty, his kick's out of stoppage, but he's just getting his hands on the footy, which is what you love to see if you're a United Yeelanna supporter. Great tap down it was there by Chop Beard. Two Lock players going for the ball there at once. Casey Beard extracts it. Martin gets it straight from him on the right foot, something you don't see very often. Bounces straight over the top as Dane Habner and Levi Brown go at it. Levi Brown gets a handball out there. Andrew Heath goes short. Right in the middle of two Lock players. That's got to be holding the ball. He's fallen down there.
Where was the prior?
The prior?
He picked it up and slipped.
Oh, he could have got it out when he picked it up, perhaps.
We only just picked up the ball and then immediately fell over. We slipped over.
We agree to disagree. Yeah. Anyway, as Martin gets a handball out to
Alex Glover welcoming him back. He was away for he didn't play the second semi. He gets that high in contest as Lock run it out here. Luke Durden. Long out to the wheelie. Jackson Norton closing speed is very quick. Punches that long 30 metres punch to Alex Glover. Levi Brown gets across there quickly. He's got an excellent holding shot as well. Another guy that just creates a contest every time.
Yep, great fist it was there by Jackson Norton. That battle against Tiny Keeley is going to be super important. Great tap down it was there by Chop Beard. Chuck Heath on the bottom of the ground. Umpire Newman says I'll have it. Right on the forward flank for United Yeelanna, right in front of the coach's box here.
Good handball, the passage there, but just come off the solid foot from Dane Habner. Fletcher Beard, I reckon we're looking to switch it, but if Lock haven't got a cross there yet.
Well, Aaron Beard down the line on no one, so he can kick it down here.
Aaron Beard versus Liam Gerber and Xavier Watson. You'd sort of back in and trap here, but There was a middle hand in between there. Liam had his hands on the second touch, I reckon is why it's been called. But
Ty George, the pressure's gone up in this game immensely. Great smother there it was by Macaulay Glover. Just pressure on the ground. Look at the players around the ball. It's like a mini Colts game here, Habs now.
You can feel it. The feeling's just gone up and notch. You can feel we're 10 minutes into the second quarter before half time.
Blaze K.
He's got his arm. He's trying to get the handball out. Dane Hadman getting the handball to Michael Cretton. Michael Cretton passes to Adam Manane, who passes into Casey Carr. Fletcher Beard did well there to put body pressure on Casey Carr, then being wrapped up straight away by Gonzo Kelly.
I've seen Braden Crosby, there he is, he's just moved on to a forward front. I don't think he's ever put the goal in his life. As the ball comes out into
defensive forward.
Yeah, maybe. Great tackle it was there, I think it was by Lachlan. No, it wasn't by Lachlan Heath, it was by Ty George.
And Braden Martin.
Both former male medalists there, Habs, and both very dangerous in their own right. As Chop Beard picks up the ball and just wrapped up straight away again.
You've got a few around the edge. Snag Watson and Ali Bias out wide looking to create something. Yeah, Mitch Jolly gets the kick up. Aaron Watson looking to take the grab. Jed Durden smothered the ball. He's taking out Aaron Watson, but he's looking at the ball. There's all eyes on the ball until it's play on.
Especially when you get the ball itself. I think if you don't make any contact with the ball, that's where you're in trouble.
We almost took the mark.
Yeah. Another good tap down it was there by Aaron Beard. Players all around the ball. Just a scrubby kick forward finds Macaulay Glover, who clears it out to the centre of the ground. Travis Beard on Maxfield. Driving in there again it was Mitch Jolly, and the umpire said, I'll throw it up here at centre half forward for United Yeelanna. Lock just need to settle this next 5 minutes, I think. United Yeelanna have really just kicked three out of nowhere, and suddenly they're in front as Aaron Beard takes it down and is wrapped up straight away.
Very interesting, the outside runners here, like both Aaron Watson and Ali Bias are they're looking to make the breakaway for either side. Neither of them are particularly defensive minded, and but it will be it'll create something for either of their team. Quick kick forward, Fletcher Beard gets the handball to the umpire almost, but he's got to Billy Bias and he's kept running. Fletcher Beard using his left foot. Who does he hit up there? Just over the top of Corey.
Goes out wide. Ali will look to go on his left, but he handballs back to himself. He loves doing that, and he'll kick inside on his left and look for his coach in Corey Beard. Umpire says play on. What's he done there? Has he dragged it back in? No, the ball's come out in the tackle. Braden Crosby on the bottom. Good handball out there it was. And the ball's going to trickle out there for a boundary throw-in on the far wing.
Yeah, Aaron Watson just getting it out in front of him. It's going to ball in here with Gaten Gerber against Fergus Slate. Yeah, in the middle, just tough contested footy at the moment. The ball's just getting slapped around, tackled. Yeah, Xavier Watson gets a hand with Aaron Watson, handballs on to and Adam Anane ends up using his left foot. Not quite the kick he was looking for, and out of bounds. And so Levi Brown will bring that back in.
You can both see both of these sides are usually really good ball users, but it's not so much the pressure, but it's even the perceived pressure they're being put under Habs that's just rushing them, because both sides' pressure has just been immense.
Yeah, grand final pressure on top of that as well. So it's good to see. It's a perfect day, perfect weather for a final. Yeah.
Seems like we're back to a
bit of nil-all. Take your breath, get yourself settled. But you watch a fast play. There's plenty of open space if they can kick it out wide, to the wide instead of kicking down the line, kicking it wide. The race is on there, and both sides have got their speedsters.
Yeah, and both sides love using the corridor when they do come back in and exposing the other team. We've seen United Yeelanna control the ball, and then when it is time, they just pull that trigger and go. As Billy Bias goes in looking for Tyne Keeley, that's got to be a free kick for a bit of a lunge. Tyne Keeley did make sure he saw it too. Bit like Matt Critton up the other end, and Travis Beard, what's he done here? No.
Turned it over for a moment.
So did I, as Tyne Keeley goes wide and finds Corey Beard. What's going to happen there?
Showing the free.
It's just a free kick. That's what we like to see. Let the boys play in the grand final, Habs.
Well, I don't know. It's call it how you see it, bro. It's the umpires. I don't think they necessarily try and let it run. They just call it as you say it. As soon as you start guessing, you start making big mistakes. Yeah, one I think Jacko just got hit a bit off the ball by the look of the way he reacted, but if the umpire doesn't see it, he can't call it. So Corey Beard needs to slot it through. Looks like, is it going to go inside that left post or just hits the post? 1 point.
Hits the post. For how hard it is to do, Habs, that happens so much more than you'd expect.
But it seems to have happened a bit today.
Now, just in the other grades there, Habs, today, just want to give a quick little summary of the other games.
Can we do that in a minute after when we get to half time? Is that
sure?
As Matt Dyer just brings it in, out wide to Michael Crittenden, bringing it down that wing, that far side, looking for Alex Glover, but beaten there by Luke Durden, and pass it on to Guy Morton.
Yep, Guy Morton in the centre of the ground doing a contested pick, goes out wide, finds little Sammy Pearce. Playing a pretty good first grand final so far, Sammy, when he's been on. He goes short, looking for Travis Beard. Not the best kick, but great work it was there by Travis, just maintained front spot. And when he's so big and strong, he's hard to get around. Travis Beard goes short. That's a great kick, looking for Corey. Or that's got to be 25. That one, I think. Or called him the other way.
Jacko he's got him. He's tried to make him earn it, isn't it? That bit of that. Sammy Pearce, I thought he had an outstanding preliminary final. So he was one of the
Macaulay Glover's taking the hand off there. What's he done? What a kick by Macaulay Glover, 50 metres.
That's what he can do. That's what he's capable of. Macaulay Glover slots it through the middle. The Lock needed that. Brings it back 2 points ahead. United Yeelanna 6 goal 2, 38 to Lock 6 goals 4, 40. That's what you need, your leaders and your experienced players going and just putting the score, the tallies on there.
And that's something you can't afford, as we know Macaulay Glover can kick that 60 metres quite easy, and he just walked right next to Corey and got the handball and got a full run up there. And great kick it was there by Macaulay Glover, and just arrests the momentum back for Lock, who had that 5-minute surge from United Yeelanna, and we've seen him put teams away in grand finals from one quarter of football. And big goal it was there by Macaulay Glover as Slate and Simons go up against it. Tap one down there by Fergus Slate. Tries to capture his own ball on the ground, and Casey Carr gets it wrapped up immediately by Morton as Plugger Creddy tries to extract the footy. Macaulay Glover and Dane Habner goes at it. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be wrapped up again as Macaulay Glover and this time Adam Manane, a couple of handy footballers there going at each other. And look at that. It's a grand final, but they're still helping each other up, Habs.
Tap down there straight to Casey Carr. Michael Crittenden in there, and Macaulay Glover wrapped him up straight away. The ball, hard one right here. The game on. Just a tight tussle. It's one time it's going to be able to put a couple of quick goals to be able to put them in front. That's how these games have gone when they're tight ones. And there's just been one side that's been able to put them ahead. Yeah. And a run on and momentum is going to be the key to it. So, we're in that little phase of where every goal matters. Every contested possession is tight. He's trying to throw.
Can't get away with that one, Ferg. That was a clear throw, mate.
As he looks at disgust at the umpire for calling that. Adam Manane looking inside 50. Can see Clayton Colbert needs to put it out in front, and Colbert to run it, and it's gone over his head. And Andrew Heath tidying up there with pressure from Clayton Colbert. Berg gets his kick smothered as he picks it up. Alex Glover didn't quite pick it. Casey Carr looking for the handball across. Alex Glover, but he's been pounced on straight away. Ball's coming out the back there. Fletcher Beard has got the ball and wrapped up straight away. Just a tangle of arms and legs there, isn't it?
Look at both players from both sides just diving in at the footy hub. It's things you love to see in a grand final. Flogger Pedler throws the ball up there in 35 metres out. Casey Carr sharks it straight off the pack, inside 50. Great goal it was there to play them up.
Just straight off the top there, Casey Carr just came through better and just didn't put it where Braden needed to be. Just put it in front so he could run on, charge towards the goal, and the Lock player wasn't quite able to get that from the other way quick enough. That's the sequence of play that's happening. Both sides are going to do that, put on those quick goals. And one side can just get that run on a little bit. Yeelanna sneak back in front, 4 points up at the moment, 7 goal 2 to 6 goal 4.
Yep, Lock will be filthy at that. A stoppage, I think they gave away 2 or 3 goals, inside 50 stoppages at Tumby Bay as well. And we know how dangerous they are. We've got the likes of Casey Carr or Michael Creddy swapping in the forward lines. They're so dangerous up there because then your midfielders can get back behind the play. As it looks like Aaron Beard has moved back into the centre of the ground with Will Simons.
Ty George getting the kick out in front of him, using his left foot there to Sam Pearce, or just overrun it. And the Lockie Hancock able to tie it up, had the handball to Jed Benane, to Xavier Watson, to Will Simons, to Casey Carr, out to Michael Cretton, wasn't quite able to hold on to it. Luke Durden's right there, Spoggy Cretton's all over him, ball still wrapped up.
It's been a great battle, Luke Durden and Spoggy Cretton. No one really taking the points so far. We know what Spoggy can do in grand finals. His work rate's phenomenal, and that's where when he really gets people in the second half. He just works them up and down the ground all day.
Yeah, well, Spoggy has been able to get one goal, but also Luke's been involved in a number of players running in front. Put it right out in front. It was out in front of Sean Maxfield, but ball bounced behind Liam Gerber into Adam Benane. Adam Benane looking for Alex Glover. Played together all their lives pretty much, and then roves the ball off of him. Out forward, Dane Habner, get the handball out to Matt Crittenden, out in front of him. Shepherd by Damien Kelly, and then bumped and then tackled him straight away. Yeah, just tight. Every possession is tight. There's no easy ball here.
It feels like United Yeelanna just got a bit of momentum here at the moment with a repeat inside 50s, and Lock's defence is holding up. But how long? As Luke Durden looks to clear it out from the back 50 again, out in front of Bias and Gerber. Gerber looks like it's been moved on to the other wing. Great handball out the back. Looks inside and finding Maxfield, goes short. Xavier Watson all on his own at centre half forward. Goes wide. Great fish from behind by Levi Brown. The ball goes out. Well taken there it was by Gerber, and well tackled as well.
Just tight game. I'm just going to do a couple of shout outs here from people watching from Alex Wiseman watching from Osaka, Japan, Johnny Beard watching from Lombok in Indonesia, Diane Hondo, Bundaberg, Queensland, Karen Woham, from Selix Beach, one of my neighbours, Stephen McFarlane, watching from Salisbury Highway, go Alex Glover, future brother-in-law there, and Lola War watching from Adelaide. Yeah, shout out to you guys, and I've had Ben Simpson as well, watching from Wallaroo, and cracking game.
A couple of former premiership players there for both sides. Johnny Beard for Lock, I believe, and Simo for United Yeelanna, is that right?
Yeah, I think Simo was the captain in 2012.
Yep.
Yeah, Simo, he had a text me and telling me that's true or not, but I'm pretty confident of that. Outstanding player. Yeah, fantastic. Appreciate it all coming in, telling us where you're watching from. It helps encourage, gives justification for doing these sort of things. As we go back to calling the football, just it's going to be a throw in here, just tight, and who's going to be bust through? Is Lock kick it in, Casey Beard.
Yeah, he's got him high there in the back lines. Casey Beard, the son of Davo, who played in the last Lock Premiership, and Casey will probably look to get, might go short here to early bias, or might go long down the line looking for not the down there. Aaron Beard maybe. Front.
Oh, you thought he had it there for a moment.
Another repeat inside 50 for United Yeelanna. Corey Beard at the pack will look to clear it once again. Goes inside there looking for Ali Bias, looking to provide a bit of run and carry. Great kick it is to find Lachlan Heath. And lock her on if they can get the ball out here to Billy Bias. Needs a good bounce. What's going to happen? Just sits up for him. Or maybe a bit higher there. Pedler calls play on. As Lockie Hancock, good composure by the young lad. Good pressure here by Lock. If they wrap him up, what's the umpire going to say here? Yep, holding the ball. Great pressure by Billy Bias. Coming up here, a lot of people from Lock didn't really know that he's full of pressure. He's known probably down in Lincoln as a bit of an outside player, but his pressure's been phenomenal. His top beard bounces around one and kicks it deep inside 50. Jed Durden running back towards goal, and he's marked it right on the goal line. Now, was that in the goal square?
Well, it's right on the edge, because I think it was going to miss, and it must have been right on the edge of it, so in which case if he lines up directly in front, he went right on the edge of the Jed Benane and Ben Glover pointing to the edge, and said he stepped over when he marked it, but umpire Newman disagrees.
Great goal there, and look, talk about moments in a grand final, and if the ball came out the other way, United Yeelanna were out, they had an extra man, but Billy Bias just wraps him up, and Lock take back the lead. Good work it was there by Chop Beard, just dancing around one. Good composure for the big man, and look, I've just pressed it, I'm going to try pressing it again. Having a bit of issues. Let's try this. There we go. Lock 7-4, 46. Take back the lead. United Yeelanna at 7-2. 23 and a half minutes gone here in the second quarter.
Scott Davey with the ball, throwing it up with Gaten Gerber against Aaron Beard here. Aaron Beard wins the tap straight down to Blaze Kay to Ty George. And that beautiful left foot out in front. We had a run on it for Sam Pearce, but Jed Benane got there first using his they've put it out in front. Look, it didn't have big options, so he's tried to just keep it far enough for creating a contest. Yeah, Corey Beard with the ball, handballs to Fergus Slope, handball, gets to Blaze K passes on to Lachlan Heath with that rake in left foot. And then he's been hit after the ball, after the delivery. So, free kick to...
because it was the turnover.
Yeah, Yeelanna had the advantage of where that ball went, and cheap free. Guy Morton looking to put it into top of the square, and contest. Matt Dyer comes across the front of the contest and wraps up the mark.
Smallest man in the pack outmarks a bunch of big fellas.
Yeah, he was either front or centre or going for the mark and decided, I reckon I can get that. Passes out to Casey Carr on the far side pocket.
Well done to Danger there. Casey Carr. United Yeelanna's need a few cool heads right now, and I tell you what, this has been some real high quality football from both sides. Both sides have had momentum as the game's gone on, and both sides have defended well, which is weird to say, 46 or 44 scoreline.
Yeah, Xavier Watson passes back to Matt Dyer and gets it back again. Handball, a bit left in, a bit of a hospital rule for Michael Crittenden, and Casey Carr leapt in like a leopard.
You can see what United Yeelanna are trying to do, just get that extra handball and break the lines of Lock with Corey Beard free down the line.
Yeah, well, Corey's put himself behind the ball when the momentum was swinging, as the swing player who'll go down and he's put himself behind the ball and creating that pressure to sort of needed to stop the momentum of Yeelanna, which is what he's managed to do. He's in that little bit, he's hanging midfield right now, just trying to... 50
metres on his own, if Lock can get the kick inside.
Which they have, they passed to him, and Matt... Sean Maxwell came off his man. As Ali Bias looking to use his brother Billy.
He goes wide, and Tiny Keely's all on his own here. That was interesting by United Yeelanna.
Well, they just got disorganised for a moment. The chaos of the Corey came down, and it created the chaos as they were reorganising themselves, and so it created a free man as guys were having to peel off their man, and it created another free man and then another free man. Until it ends up on Tyne Keeley right on the sideline.
This is huge for the game right now. Big Spog Keeley hasn't kicked one today, I don't think.
No, he missed one earlier. He needs a settler. He's a beautiful kick of the ball. He missed to the left last time. What's he going to do here?
What's he done here? He kicks it, looks right off the boot. What is it going on by Sage? Straight through. Lock will take a 8-point lead into half time, and look, halfway through this quarter, I did think that was going to happen. Great work, but Corey Beard, he was 15 metres in the clear for about 30 seconds there.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. The Brew Boys just created that last little bit of momentum. Better make sure I write down Tiny Keely's kick that goal. And it's also been live scored on Play AFL by Lisa Cammy, which I very much appreciate, because then check when you forget to do stuff. But that's what Lock needed going into half time. 8 points up, and this is Lock. It's helped settle the nerves. The grand final, they know they've got it. They've got ability to get a run on. They'll be nervous about Yeelanna's ability. They've done it before, where Yeelanna's come at them, and it's going to be exactly what we want. Half time within 10 points, just fantastic.
Absolutely, and it's probably going to be a battle of attrition in this last half. It's more and United having that week off. Is that because I know they did come off a 3-week break early in the year. So has Lock, but Lock take that extra game at home, whether it's match fitness or whether that break we're doing good. We couldn't see in the last half, but first half, best players had 2 got for both sides.
I'm not sure. I think Clayton Colbert just sort of dropped out of that game in the last part of it. He was the danger man in the first little bit with grading stuff. The older players in Casey Carr, Aaron Watson, Spog Crittenden, Braden Martin, Matthew Crittenden, they've all kicked goals and they've been finishing well. For Yeelanna, I think it's a arm wrestle. There hasn't been a standout one player, and Aaron Watson's been creating a few good things. Zave's had a few little influences and whatever. They're going to need a bigger half. Jackson Norton has had his work cut out every time it's come down there. He's been able to create a contest, but it's just been a tough gig. I think from Lock, Corey is still that player that they go to. When he's behind the ball, he's almost more dangerous than in front of the ball. But he's the one that when he shifts around, it shifts everyone else around, and it creates panic in Yeelanna's crew. Billy Boss has been excellent using the ball.
Him and Chucky Heath. Chucky Heath had a real quiet first half of that quarter, but once he came in, you can see it's just that game for that quarter. You know what he can do. I think Luke Durden's played really well, just being that general across across centre half back. Levi Brown's had his moments. For me, he's missing on the ground before right now. He's, you look at him as an outside player, but he's been around the bottom of the pack for Lock, and then their coach is going alright too, isn't he?
Yeah, I think that Ty George and Blaze have had their opportunities with clearances. Jed Durden kicking 2 and Corey Beard kicking 2. They've been important goals for Lock, creating that pressure. It's exciting to see. It's exactly what we want. Keep those shout-outs coming from wherever you're watching from. Appreciate that there's a number of people watching at home and around the world, really. So
it is right now. Great Flinders going global, and look, we've got a great game on our hands, Habs, and we'll have a bit of a break, and we might be back in about 10 or so minutes to kick-start this second half.
Yeah, we'll be back. They're due to start they're only 15-minute breaks. We might have Josie Turnbull might be coming in shortly as well. So from Bendigo Bank and massive sponsors, and a shout out to Port Lincoln Prestige as well for the sponsorship and partnership they provided, and also the bank has been massive. I think $7 million. It's just a massive amount for community money going back into the community.
It's fantastic. Without sponsors, we don't have local football, and without local football and netball, the communities, really start to struggle. So they're the lifeblood of the communities. And look, let's get into the second half after a bit of a break.
Rightio, we're back just briefly for a chat. We paid for being out, so shout out to everyone watching. This sort of stuff only happens because of sponsorship for like the Bendigo Bank. This whole facility here that we've had is because of sport that gets it over the line because of Bendigo Bank. The community bank's been a massive thing, and I've got Josie Turnbull with me. What do you do, Jose? What's your role in the community bank? Tell us a bit about what's the latest number of how much money Bendigo Bank, Community Bank Cummins District has put into this community.
Thanks, Habs. Yeah, it's awesome being part of the Bendigo Bank here in Cummins. We're a community bank, and we have been a long-time sponsor of the Great Cummins Footy League, as well as being a great contributor towards the new club rooms that's sitting throughout our tier, which I'm sure, if you haven't seen, is an awesome site. And without the customers that support us, we wouldn't be able to make this possible. So we're a total of 7.2 million in the last 25 years of banking, which is just awesome and a massive effort that is all thank you to our customers. So yeah, 7.2 million, which we've contributed back, which is just, I know I get a lot of job satisfaction being part of what we do. And yeah, so all I can ask today is for those who can see what
Myself and Beck have had roles where we were, going to Bendigo Bank, and we weren't banking with Bendigo Bank. And when you're asking for grants and you realise that I'm not doing my banking, so we changed over a number of years ago because we realised what was going back in the community. And to all you freeloaders that are getting all these wonderful facilities and whatever that aren't.
But I am thankful that I'm not out in the warm weather. I am thankful that I'm not out in the warm weather, and there's been some awesome, great games over at Netball today, Habs. They've been close games, so either way I think there's been a bit of a mixed bag of wins. So I might head over in a minute and continue watching the A grade, which seems to be a really competitive game between Tumby and Elliston.
Well, I'm hoping that Brody's going to come back with all the updates, maybe. He's the guy that's all over that sort of stuff. So yeah, and I cut him off because the footy was getting exciting as we were just about to give us a roundup of what's happening around the grounds. It's been the football's been a bit. The favourites have won all day. Like I say, Tumby Bay have won 3 in a row. They took the clean sweep. They were favourites to do so. They've been undefeated in the 3 grades that played with the footy before. This game here is, you've got is an absolute cracker at the moment. Lock, and a lot of people watching are hoping, barracking for Lock. United Yeelanna have had a fair old run at it of a dynasty.
Well, you can see the crowds, they just look massive today. I'm not sure if the weather's brought out the best of us, but there's a real mixed bag and actually who's playing today. But as you can see right there in that image, there's an amazing turnout today. I'm not sure if we know what's come through the gate yet.
There'll be a couple of thousand come through the gate. There's no car parks. Everyone's had to, but if you weren't here by lunchtime, you were walking in the gate.
Right.
We had 3 gates to walk in, so you could park around the town and be able to walk in. And but I suspect there's Brody working his way back. He's bringing the drinks. There's no Powerades left, obviously, so we're just the water to keep us going. So the remote camera looking for him. There's 5CC as well. And you're having a chat with Polio Pierce. Appreciate you doing that for 5CC, Polio. But it's just a massive crowd here. I think a couple of thousand would be my guess. With about 2.5. Thereabouts, but we can't see the netball from here, so there's a whole other crowd over there, and I haven't been able to move far enough away from...
There's a massive crowd over there as well.
I haven't been able to move far enough away from here to get there.
Well, what a spot you've got.
Oh, it's a beautiful spot to watch the footy from, so just want to community bank, it's a massive thing, best thing that's happened to the Cummins community, and really grateful for that. So and we've got Brodie Burrows. Hopefully he's got not only water, but we'll do a bit of a around the grounds. But thank you very much, Jose, for coming in.
Thanks,
appreciate your sponsorship.
Appreciate it, and thank you. Proud to be a sponsor and a partner of Great Cummins Footy League, and hopefully that continues on right into the future.
Thanks, Jose. Rightio, well, welcome back, Brodie Burrows. It was just at halftime, about to start the third quarter of the 2025 Great Flinders Football League A-grade grand final between United Yeelanna. What a contest we've got here with United Yeelanna down 7 goals 2-44 to Lock 8 goals 4-52. Right, you can hear me. Brodie Burrows was off mic, having a few little technical issues, so didn't hear a word. Excellent commentary. If you could just give us a recap of what you said, Brodie.
No, that's all right. I just said, look, there's an 8-point lead here, Habs, but I think it's even Stevens. Whoever wins and can really maintain momentum for more than that 5-minute period is going to win this game. And look, 3-quarter time, the third quarter, the premiership quarter. Let's see how this one goes.
Players in the positions, ready to go. Just waiting for the scoreboard to realise that they've got to reset the clock. Timekeeper. All right, there we go.
Ours will be correct. Look at us. We're jumping on the first time of the day. Aaron Beard, Will Simons jump up. Tap one down there by Will Simons. Aaron Beard with the clearance. Handball's out the back to Macaulay Glover. Blaze K on Mitch Jolly. Great body work by Blaze K. Just edges him under the ball. He's going to look to go inside. Look for Jed Durden on the lead. Just not going to make it to him in time. Great pick-up it was there by Jed. Looks to go back to Travis Beard. Ben Glover just with a fist away. Macaulay Glover puts his head over the ball, but it's a great tackle by Mitch Jolly not to get him high there.
Yeah, wrapped him up as he was taking the ball and took the ball with him. Fantastic work. It's clean possession, clean ball. Aaron Beard didn't quite get the ball. Adam Manane looking a bit short there to Casey Carr, getting the handball out wide to Sean Maxfield. Who's out in front.
Great mark.
The fantastic mark under pressure from Levi Brown by Braden Martin. Brown reeling away onto his left as predictable. Long looking for Clayton Colbert. Arrives as Michael Cretton and Corey Beard were wrestling for the ball. Look, position out in front of Matt Crittenden. Picks up the ball, looking for a handball. Gets it to Adam Manane. Adam Manane out wide to Michael Crittenden on his left. Looking for options and hits Clayton Colbert. Takes the mark as he's barreled by Spog Cretton and just assumed it was for him when Michael put it out there. And Clayton, with confidence, just took the mark.
What you love to see from a young fella going back with the flight there, and even if it's your own man. But once again, Clayton Colbert looking to kick the first goal of the quarter. Just about no breeze to talk about in this one for anyone wondering at home. Maybe a slight bit of breeze going across the ground, but this is huge. First goal of the quarter. Clayton Colbert had a pretty good first quarter, quiet in the second. He'll be coming in from 25 metres out to 45-degree angle. Let's see how this one goes. Clayton, watch his celebration if he kicks it. You know all about it. What's he done here? He's kicked it. First goal for United Yeelanna.
So that's 8 goal 2-50 to 8 goal 4-52 for Lock. You get 2 points in it. Fantastic. I just love seeing a young fella getting into the ball and the confidence to go for those balls. Last year I don't think Clayton would have had the confidence to go there, but I've noticed in a few games where the other players have been encouraged and just go for them, have the confidence too. He had the right away on Spog Creddy, almost spoiled him, but he had the ball and had the confidence to go for it and took it. So as we go for Will Simons versus Aaron Beard in the tackle, Chuck Heath on his beautiful left foot. Looking for options, hits up. Billy Bias just got past him. Matt Dyer handballs to Sean Maxfield. Fair bit of experience back there. These are the two oldest sides in the league. So last week there was a fire. So these guys are about average age of plus or minus 29.
Yeah, right.
They've both got about 10 players over 30, and they're both the closest matched age in the whole league. And a lot of these would have grown up playing Colts against each other. You think of the Crettonens, the Durdens, the Beards as well, as umpire throws the ball up. Centre half forward for Lock. Tap one down there. It was by Chop Beard. Blaze K with a handball out to no one in particular. I think you heard a voice, but no one there. Great pick up by Adam Manane. Goes on to the left, and it will be coming straight back his direction. I think that's the second time he's turned the ball over on the left. So Corey Beard will look to bring the ball probably back inside the corridor if he can.
but looks like United Yeelanna have set up well in there as Corey goes down the line looking for a one-on-one contest between Blaze K. Travis Beard over the top of the mark and just too high in the end by Jed Manane as Travis Beard will look to go inside. Travis has had a pretty good first half actually. What's he going to do? He's going to have to launch it deep here, I reckon. He'd love to be kicking to himself down there. Goes to the pocket, looking for and finding Billy Bias as he tight ropes that boundary line. Look, this is something definitely in Billy Bias's wheelhouse. A bit of X factor. What's he going to do here? Umpire says, make sure you're on your line.
Swing around on his left, you reckon? Can I put it through? He's going to step out on and then snap it on his left, I reckon. Round he goes and hits the belly of the ball and Spod Keeley almost marks it. We had Braden Martin coming from behind. Yeah, Lockhart's got 4 on 1 and 5 on 2 right there, but Clayton Colbert is that X factor. He needs to battle for it. Spod Crittenden creating the contest. Clayton Colbert, the rest of the Yeelanna guys, and then Chop Beard picks it up, handball, but Clayton Colbert gets the ball and on his boot and able to kick it out in front to Matt Crittenden. Gets the handball back to Casey Carr, assumed he was there, who bombs it up to Clayton Colbert. No, that's a lock.
Luke Durden.
Luke Durden got back there for creating the contest. Fantastic work from Luke. Yeah, out to Fletcher Beard.
Just
gets the
kick
kick
there by Fletcher Beard.
And it's hit Adam Manane. Adam Manane passes on to Casey Carr. Not paid, not far enough.
No, it was paid, was played on.
Right, rightio.
Umpire says boundary throw in there, out on the far wing, and great pressure by both sides. United Yeelanna just with a bit of run. Every time it leaves that back 50, Lock obviously play a really high zone, so when it does get out the back habs, there's a lot of one-on-one opportunities goal side. As Lock get a kick away from the clearance. Great body work it was there inside by United Yeelanna. They just bombed the ball one-on-one inside 50. Great contest here. Andrew Heath with a spoil from behind. Ball hits the deck and it's going to be wrapped up straight away there. Good tackle by Levi Brown.
Still that pressure, isn't it? Yeah, you can just feel it. Every possession is just you're set upon. You need to get the ball moving on, and it just creates that extra pressure that some of the kicks haven't been as clean as they should be just because of that.
Yeah, Corey Beard
diving it. Michael Crittenden right there with him. Ball's in there. I reckon Michael Crittenden's got the ball and been wrapped up by Levi Brown. No, Matt Critt. No.
Say Crittenden.
Stephen Crittenden.
It's a Crittenden of some variety.
Sort of thing. We just say Crittenden and Watson and assume you've got most of the side covered. So trying to get it right, but they're a long way from us, and so it's a bit tricky to see what's the players in between. Ball up right in front of the scoreboard on the far side on the northern end.
Umpire Newman's going to throw the ball up. Aaron Beard and Will Simons go at it. Aaron Beard with the tap down. Out here finding Levi Brown. Goes out to Ali Bias and wrapped up straight away. What's the umpire going to say here? I'll have it.
He just fumbled it in a critical moment. He had it and then he spent it before it. And the ball up here. Will Simons versus Aaron Beard. The Blaze K comes charging through, gets a handball to Guy Morton.
Blaze K held without it behind the ball there. We go back to Nugget in the back pocket. So great to see Blaze back in the team, obviously being away. Young lad's been a bit crook over there, and so yeah, it'd be great for Blaze to hopefully get a win for the boys. Former captain of the club as Andrew Heath goes out wide. There it is, looking for Luke Durden. Did he keep it in, or?
I think has it gone out without being touched, or is it gone?
Umpire's going to call it here.
Yeah,
I think it might be a.
He left it late to touch it, so the umpire's just checking.
Boundary throw in.
Throw in, and if in doubt, throw it in.
Yep.
Charging back towards the boundary. Both players come. Braden Martin versus Ty George there with pressure from Blaze K.
Yeah, Braden Martin's really coming to this game after quarter time, I think, Habs, and he looms as a danger, the one who could really take it away from this Lock side.
Well, you would hope so as a male medalist. He's only won 2 years ago. I think his male medal year was fantastic. He's just been down a little bit from what he can do and consistently. But, they're just looking for stars around the ground to stand up and create some pressure. As it just another Casey Beard bursting through, just trying to create something, try to get to Lock and Heath, but dispossessed. Xavier Watson gets the ball, bombs it up. Casey Carr with much to do with 2-on-1 with Corey Beard, and Levi Brown comes out with it, gets the ball ahead down the wing there, passes to Lachlan Heath, who uses his left foot, looking inside, couldn't quite get over Xavier Watson, and Adam Manane wrapped up by Levi Brown. When was the last time Levi Brown missed a tackle?
Oh, it's unbelievable today, and he's just that player you'd love to have in finals, isn't it? And there's so many of them. You look at United Yeelanna's side who, they're not pretty, like a Mitch Jolly, but one of the first pick you'd think on the team sheet every single finals game.
Yeah, they're all playing their role. It's just the intensity here. You can feel it, the tension in the crowd, tension from the players. And Aaron Beard chips forward, but he's hit Matt Dyer. And Matt Dyer then misses the mark, looking for Liam Gerber, but Adam Manane gets it there, and Liam's been wrapped up straight away, taken by Lachlan Heath.
Liam Gerber back on at Lachlan Heath on this far side wing, and Chucky just really needs to start breaking lines as Fergus Slate moves into the ruck. Aaron Beard goes off for a rest. Blaze K over the top, and that's going to be too high against Blaze K for Matty Dyer on the half-back flank for United Yeelanna. Matty Dyer's going to look
Sam
to
Pearce
kick it down the
standing
line.
as tall as he can. Yeah. Well, that got off the ground. Excellent. A good pass up to Michael Crittenden versus Levi Brown. Credit contest, and Liam Gerber been thrown in the tackle, but straight. Oh,
He did duck into that one. What's he going to call now?
he was still on the ground trying to pick it up. Like it's hard. You know, handball forward. Adam Manane gets the ball. Corey Glover creating pressure. Matt Crittenden handball into Casey Beard. Casey Beard looking for Clayton Colbert, not quite able to take it.
Casey Carr, I reckon.
Casey Carr, sorry, he switched Guernsey, sorry. Beard just rolled, there's that many of them, it covers a 6 foot,
I think if you say a Beard, a Durden or a Crittenden today, you're going to be, probably right most of the time. It's going to be a ball up here, 25 metres out of United Yeelanna's goal. And look, it's a weird little silence across the crowd right now, Habs. You can just tell that this next goal is going to be so crucial for whoever can get it. Balls on the ground, numbers around the ball for both sides here. United Yeelanna will push their numbers in. Lock will push their numbers in to try and neutralise them. It's just going to be maybe some repeat stoppages and who can get tired first and get that breakaway kick. Ball comes down. At the back is United Yeelanna. Ball comes out there. It is on I think it's Snag Watson. Kicks it right out in front of Clayton Colbert. He's got speed. He can wheel around if needed. He's got time. What's he going to do? He's kicked it and kicked it right out on the full. Had a bit more time than what he thought there.
It's got pressure, Droughts, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. I'm just doing a bit of an add up here of how many brothers are playing from both sides. We've got at least 4 brothers playing together from each side. I think there's 5 brothers playing for United Yeelanna, which makes up 10 players, and 8 players from the Lock Roos.
And not just that, but you've also got Billy Brown out with a knee injury, brother of Levi, and Josh Crosby out coming back from the knee reconstruction as well, brother of Braden Crosby, who would make it even more, as Lock will look to clear this back 50 through Luke Durden. This feels like they're in a bit of a holding period, just trying to retain momentum a little bit here with United Yeelanna taking control of this first 10 minutes of the third quarter. At the back of the pack, it's a great tackle there. Dane Hadner looks to go inside 50, and it's fallen perfectly. There it is for Spotty Crittenden. Lock have numbers back, but we all know what United Yeelanna are like, hitting targets inside their forward 50. Has Spotty got the legs in him still, Habs?
Yeah, this is outside his range. Yeah, I don't think he can kick this far. Yeah, so he'll be looking for his brother to be screaming out. Alex Travers leading for him as well. He's looking around still, wandering in. Yeah,
just pops it up.
He's passing off and he's managed to hit the lock pile. Pass to Andrew Heath, so thank you very much.
Heath is another one of those players you'd love to have on the side of the final. Billy Bias has the ball on the back flank, and Lock are going to look to try and switch and come out this far side again. Andrew Heath over the top, very dangerous kick, nearly cut off there. Ty George goes out wide, looking for Lachlan Heath, who looked to wheel back in and go inside on his left foot. Casey Beards had a hard run, he was just in the back pocket. Great work by Casey Beard. Goes handballs to Guy Morton, didn't probably need to do that, but kicks in front of Ty George. He's got a paddock in front of him if he can run. Ty George launches it deep inside 50, one-on-one's ahead for Lock. Who's at the back? No one. Tiny Keeley on the ground, big fella, what's he going to do? United Yeelanna pick it up, great pick up by Ben Glover. Mitch Jolly at the back, calm and collected, goes out and finds Liam Gerber in plenty of space here on the back flank for United Yeelanna. Liam Gerber goes short, looking for and finding Dane Hadner. Dane Hadner going straight up the corridor, and he's got Macaulay Glover. That's another one that's right on that edge they were calling in the first quarter. I think he's corked him.
Can you roll the ankle as he landed there, or is he getting cramp?
Not sure, but he goes out and finds Ali Bias. Ali's got incredible vision. Just that little left hit goes inside and Fergus Slate, not a known goal kicker. And
he's outside of his range. He's going to go and put it out in front of to a one-on-one with Corey Beard versus Jacko Norton.
Corey at the back.
Liam Gerber quickly gets in goal side of him, and Jackson Norton wraps up Billy Bias straight away.
That can't be holding the ball.
It is.
Not sure where, you talked about the fry in the first half, Abs. There's not much there.
No, and he was waiting for him to see what he did. I think it was probably just the lack of once he got tackled, he stopped trying to get the ball out because I was watching Scott Davey as that was happening. He was just sort of just watching whether he's making the effort to try and get rid of it, but wrapped up.
Yeah,
so tough call.
Very tough call.
Just watching Scott, the umpire, do that.
Out on the back flank, it's Mitch Jolly here. Mitch Jolly, what's he going to do? He looks to go wide and finds Casey Carr there. Just still on the back flank for United Yeelanna. They will look to try and play their kick mark game right now and just take control back. Lock had a couple of good chances there inside 50, and as he goes down the line looking for and finding Macaulay Glover, just drifts across. He's really coming into this game as he finds Ty George in the centre of the ground. Lock is going to really try and open up this side. Goes inside. Fergus Lake's got a paddock in front of him. What's he going to do? Goes long. Billy Bias and Dane Habner. Great work there by Dane Habner just in front. Held him out well. Sean Maxfield goes out wide and finds Snag Watson. Sells a bit of candy on Ali Bias. Look to go inside, looking for Adam Manane. Great contest there. They paid the mark to Adam Manane. Adam Manane here will probably look to use the corridor if they can, or they'll continue down the line.
Lock have taken the corridor away from United Yeelanna, so then they've been able to chop it off by Luke Durden. Looking to bring it back, but he's been chopped off by Dane Habner. Dane quick over the back, trying to get to Casey Carr. Casey there. Clayton Colbert is out if you can get it to him. No, he's out in front of Matt Crittenden. And Matt Crittenden just created contest as you'd expect. Ball's gone over. Some relief from United Yeelanna because I was locked with him.
Really good work by Andrew Heath. Left his man alone in the square just to go out and neutralise that contest and make it a one-on-one and force it out of bounds. So United Yeelanna are out there. Andrew Heath unselfish going off his man as that's dropped, and that's got to be holding the ball to Lock. And who's that going to be? Braden Crosby there. Great to see Foxy on. He'll have to go down the line here. He does. High kick and finds Sammy Pearce. Umpire's called play on. Sammy goes short and finds Casey Beard.
Not far enough to play on. And he's hit up Adam Manane, but he spent it.
That's a pro. Yeah. Fergus Lake coming into this game a little bit. I think he's been moved into the ruck and he's just running forward.
Yeah, the ruckman, you'd never let a ruckman kick the ball. Was that sort of general rule of thumb? But Casey Beard able to get there. Corey, and he's been blocked from getting it back. Michael Crittenden comes charging through. Looking for Alex Glover. Alex Glover almost takes it, just knocked out of his hands late by Luke Durden, and I can't see the other Lock player there. He'll get another ball up. Andrew Heath.
Yeah, look, Lock's just a couple of times. They just a bit fumbly this quarter, and they just need to be a lot cleaner with their possession. First half they were very good, and now they're looking a little bit rushed. And as United Yeelanna's pressure is built up, Clayton Colbert comes out on the lead, meets the ball really well. As goes out wide there to Aaron Watson. He's had a bit of a burp, and that's cut off extremely well by Casey Beard. Ball still on the deck. Great handball out from Morton, finding Crosby, and the foot chase is on. Dane Habner wins it, just burns his opponent. Nice little side of the boot kick, finding Plugger Cretton, who will look to try and find the player inside. Good pressure by Corey Beard. Goes out wide, finding Adam Manane. Little dinky kick inside 50. What's the umpire going to call there? Play on. Sammy Pearce has got time. Picks the ball up and wrapped up instantly as there's United Yeelanna player behind play.
Clayton Colbert's been down for the last minute where the play's been going around. Been waiting for it to where it's go through. I think he's from his shoulder, but look at how he's holding himself. But the trainer's been trying to get across there, but there's been a bit of play in the way. That's what the delay is, as the play was going through them. Whether he is coming from the ground, I would assume. He's been a danger man, Clayton. So important out for United Yeelanna if he's out, but his shoulder didn't look good. He's been laying on the ground trying to get up.
whatever happens in this match, his effect has been huge, Habs. I think you could say. You know, when United Yeelanna have kicked 8 goals from the match and he's kicked 3 of them as a first-year player.
Well, I'll say that when Lock last won, he's the type of player that would have been hit pretty early to take him out of the game because he's a dangerous sort of player, younger, but he's created something and created danger. So they'll just wait for him to clear the area before coming off.
I think Lock's got to be careful here because Braden Martin's just run on and he's got a paddock by himself. They need a man up on him pretty quickly and clearly do probably go and meet him, or will Mardo go to the stoppage? Looks like he's going to go to the stoppage. And look, this could be what Lock needs, just a little bit of settler, because this quarter has just been repeat stoppage after repeat stoppage, and this last quarter is going to be super intense.
Just waiting for him to come to the ground. The way he's coming off is he's not going through the gates, which says he's not going back on.
I don't think the way he's holding the shoulder that he's going anywhere fast is, I think it might be right, don't you be saying that, but
they've been directed to go over towards the gate just in case, because they said he's holding it, but he's young, so you don't, when they haven't experienced injuries, they're not sure about what it is and whatever, and we'll see how it goes. The magic spray might sort him out. We'll see. Being clapped off by the crowd. As the contest goes on here, 3 blokes wrapping up Aaron Watson.
This is a grand final, isn't it?
Yeah.
With both teams just hooking in, something you love to see. There's 2 or 3 tackles at once as the umpire throws the ball up. Chop Beard wins the tap, ball on the ground again, and once again it just stacks on.
It's like a giant pendulum at the moment, where there's a hub, there's the hub of it right around, but then the players have all lined up in a line pretty much towards their goals on either side. There's only like 2 players outside of that line, and Matt Cotton takes the mark. There's a bomb out in front, and Gonzo K couldn't close him down.
So great work there around the stoppage by United Yeelanna. When it's so tight, all you need, and United Yeelanna do it so well, they always have that release handball at the back of stoppages, which just frees up for that clean kick. And when you give Matt Creddy a run and jump at the ball, there's not many times he doesn't mark it.
And you put it through the middle.
It does.
I reckon that's straight through the middle. Just to one side. Let's go for another goal. We'll see how this app works. Is it loading? And 9 goals to 56 to Lock. 8 goals for 52.
Haven't had to use the scoreboard much this quarter, Habs. It's just so intense. And 2 goals to none for United Yeelanna so far. And look, this next centre clearance is so crucial. Lock would not want to be giving up another goal into this one. And look, I think the game's right on a knife edge right now.
Absolutely. Well, the Clayton Colbert's the leading goal kicker now, and he's just come from the ground. He's kicked 3. He's the only person on the ground that's kicked 3. Matt Watson has now kicked 2.
Aaron?
And Matt Cretton.
You said Matt Watson.
Oh,
Cheese is here somewhere.
Cheese is here. I've seen him. He's gone the brain. Fantastic lad. Cheese Watson, Matt Watson.
Dr. Cheese.
But Matt Cretton, so I meant 2 goals, whereas Corey Beard and Jed Durden have kicked 2 from Lock. Looking for Spod Cretton and Corey Beard able to just stop it before he could get his hands cleanly on it. Levi Brown mopping it up. Out the back handball, looking for... He's given away a 3 afterwards, so Levi Brown gets the ball again. Heath playing space for him, he goes across the ground and we'll go out to
Andrew Heath on the far side.
Yep. Looking for Alan Bice, has created space behind him, dragging Aaron Watson out. But
Pies called play on. Risky kick into the centre of the ground there.
Yeah, well, Yeelanna have been able to clog them up and stop them from being able to move. There was no options to go. He had to do something risky is what actually happened there. So Xavier Watson going for goal again, and that'll be another point to Xavier Watson.
That would have been super costly there for Lock if they turned it over there. And
he's the Watson that hasn't troubled the score the importance, the big major scores yet. So 2 points.
I don't know what Eggsy will do in this last quarter if you say that, but looks like Andrew Heath will kick this ball out after having a moment. He'd probably rather forget just before. And he'll go wide looking for Levi Brown, he's playing a ripper this game. He's pressure on the football and on the man and on the ball at the same time is great. Great ball from behind by Lockie Hancock as well. He kicks it out, and that'll be a last touch possession turnover to United Yeelanna.
So Lockie, he created a contest with Casey Beard before, and he's going to get rewarded when the ball's flung out. I love last possession. I think it's changed the game. It's been pretty important. Like it's been, the AFL, you're almost half adopting it, like admitting that SNFL might have a rule that might work well. Chopped Beard.
Chopped off. I love that, Habs. Not sure if you meant it, but another good tackle there by Levi Brown. Strips the ball out, finds Blaze K. Blaze K goes out to Macaulay Glover, goes long down the line looking for Tynan Keeley. There he is, the big man. Gets on the move straight away, looking for Jed Durden, but it's going to land straight in the breadbasket of Ben Glover.
That was a build-up. It was all right
Bit of a
there.
photo, wasn't it?
If he could have just hit Jed, everyone was rushing back. The forward, Ben Carr pulled it out in front of Xavier Watson, plays on. Down the ground. I thought Casey tackled Zave after he got it.
Nice little pigeon wedge by Ty George, but a shocking bounce. Lockie Hancock, good composure by the young fella. Just goes out wide and that'll just drift out over the boundary as a free kick to Xavier Watson.
On the back as he come over.
Yeah.
Casey just trying to create pressure. Zave's loves it. He loves this bit of that close contest, and at least he knows where his opponent is, because he's right with him in his back pocket. And Casey's had plenty of contests with him. He's got Junk just giving him a drink and saying, keep doing what you're doing. Creating contests, and Case Carr there gets her hands on, punches on Ty George, and then he's
pushes it back himself, I reckon.
I just saw him rolled over and a bit vulnerable in that moment. I'm just blocked by a column.
Don't think there'll be much time left in this quarter, Habs. Obviously, only the 2 goals, and has been, that's got to be too high, that one, to Macaulay Glover. And giving him a what for as he's on the ground, that's got to be something, surely.
Casey's just got his ankle peels on.
Casey,
before that, with the
I wouldn't be putting that on back on Casey.
No, I wasn't blaming that. He's the one he's the agitator just at the moment from Lock's side, where he's trying to create a contest and create something.
Anyway, that's the 3/4 time siren. The United Yeelanna lead by 5 points. We've got a little bit of how do you do here, Jacko Norton, and what's going to happen here?
Will there be some reports out of this, and where the guys will play next year if they're being serious here? If Mark can just capture the footage, and we'll see.
There's both players there, both sides going in.
Because there's yellow cards and those sort of things still to come. You don't want to be off for 10 minutes of the last quarter from something real silly.
Yeah,
there's tension there. There's both sides just not happy.
Okay, there we go. Both sides going. There's nothing wrong with that. Have bit of a 3/4 time, bit of a play. We don't have any fines in us. It's what we want to see. I love it. Oh, perfect. It's like it's made for TV, Habs. Let the boys go.
I don't really want to follow up to the processing suspensions and whatnot. I think talk about 3/4 time. I was writing some notes earlier that this is the 5th year that Travis and Aaron Beard have been flying back from home from Adelaide to play. It's just a massive effort to do it. It's a massive effort to do it for 1 year. There's so many guys in that Lock side that have been hung together. They would have been really disappointed with last year and how that went after finishing top of the ladder and doing all the hard work to not be rewarded. I just want to shout out to Trav and Aaron. They've done it the most that I know of, where they've just repeatedly come back. I don't know how long you can do it, and grateful for however long you do it. Making it, and they're having a high impact in this game. Trav and Aaron have held their heads high, playing well. They are playing some good footy.
And the thing is with those ones, they just purely grew up playing mini cults there, obviously. Dad of Pedro, and it's not just that, it's the likes that have done it before, and it is a huge commitment. It's not just your 1 day week, it's the whole weekend, and these guys train every day. But look, at the same time, this game's on an absolute knife edge in this last quarter. I think United Yeelanna's key players really got to work in that 3rd quarter. Xavier Watson really coming around stoppages. Michael Cuddy, I thought he was just super dangerous. Casey Carr, Adam Manane, his ability to, when the ball's transition, he's such a really, really surprised me this final series how good he is defensively, but then when they turn the ball over, he's the first one to get on his bike and get going the other way.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an experience, as we talked about before, 10 players over 30 on both sides. They're just, it's experienced heads knowing what to take. You could see a couple of times where the older players were digging deep and just running, pushing themselves to create a contest or to create a tackle or those sort of things. Levi Brown has been doing that as well. It's not just the experienced ones. You can see digging deep in the desperation in the final. And this last quarter, we'll see whether last week playing the match fitness helps Lock. or is the tiredness kicking? And it'll be a bit of that bit of, which is,
Who wants it more, really? Because everyone's just as fit, I reckon, this time of year, and it really comes down to who's going to, really, it's moments in these grand finals. It's not who plays a better quarter, but it's just that contest by contest, moment by moment. And fingers crossed, for me anyway, that Lock could finally crack that rock open in this last quarter.
Yeah, it's I'm wearing. You're coming in with your Lock Roos shirt on and whatever, and as much as I'm wearing the Great Flinders stuff, and been born and bred United Yeelanna.
You're doing a good job.
Right on the Torgy Hill Road, right where you cross over, gradually the Torgy Hill Road, people have been leaving and heading north, and rather than at United Yeelanna, but you can feel the Lock crowd getting amongst it here, the yelling, the support is coming from the Lock side of things. There's a lot of sides that Yeelanna have had a fair run of it, but it's been a dynasty that they've built 7 in a row, 11 of 10 of 12 I reckon they've done, and just game on.
Oh, absolutely.
25 minutes of just onslaught. We'll see who can hold up, who can, or their bodies hold up, or they can push themselves through. There'll be no doubt there. I think there's desperation on both sides. Like just as those Lock guys are desperate to. Just as those Lock guys, I'm getting heckled by my uncle here, telling me commentary's horrendous. So, shout out to John Daniels, and I don't know why I'm taking any crap from you, but he's put me off. But game on. It's it's exciting.
The first 5 minutes could tell us a lot about who's going to win this match.
You'll see the desperation here. I reckon what will happen is the next 5 minutes will be tight as, and then as we get to stop the clock and get it reset. Well done, Broads, all over that now, ready to go. Just waiting for the last of the crowd to leave, waiting for Craig and Glassing to leave the field as a trainer.
We could be waiting another 30 minutes to get Craig off the field here today. He's decided, no, we're just going to throw it up anyway. I think because Tynan Keeley looks like he's bandaged up around the head, so that'll be an interesting watch as Will Simons taps it straight down to Xavier Watson. Big contest here. Well done by Levi Brown. Lachlan Heath gets wrapped up straight away. What's the umpire going to say? It's holding the ball or a throw. Yep, good decision.
Just couldn't quite get his hand to it to get it away. Bob Breton just managed to keep coming at him. Bob looking for options inside 50, goes long, looking for his brother Michael. Michael's at one-on-one against a mismatch with Foxy. That's not Foxy's game, being that one-on-one. Is the speed around it. He creates a contest in tackling, whatever, but that one-on-one is not what he wanted.
No, they could see that and they isolated it, and you could see a really good Matt just held out, didn't lead out there, and allowed that pocket to be kicked there. And this is a huge kick in the context of the game with perfect camera angle behind us, Abs. You can kill this one in being a United Yeelanna man, I reckon.
Yeah, well, he's got the win. He'll go left to right slightly, but he's gone too much to the right hand side. He's going to go over the top of the post. I thought that I'd gone too much close to the post, but the umpire's in the best position to see, so we'll take that. You've been a bit lucky in the grand final, and we'll just call that a bit lucky.
Exactly right, and well spotted there by Spotty Crittenden at centre forward, just isolated Foxy one-on-one. And look, I think that's something that Lock need to look at right now. He's gone straight back to him, and that looks like what's going on here. Levi Brown's moved on to him, and first he's going on to Jane, hasn't he? I think that's a bit smarter matchup as umpire Newman will throw the ball up here in the middle of the ground. Lock need this next one, Habs.
Well, the Crittenden brothers, they've all got one each at least, so the 4 goals from the 3 Crittenden boys, and the ball goes up high, chop. He rocks his own ball after the throws his ball and then Nick Jolly tackled straight away. Grabbed by the arm and then pulled down.
10 goal 3, 8 goal 4. It's a good day for goal kicking, Habs. Not something you usually see in a grand final.
No, there's only the 2014 grand final was 17 goals before anyone missed in a row. But this is magnificent.
Great kick by McCauley.
No, spent it.
Jed Durden dropped what he probably should have taken. Goes back inside. Jed handles in the forward line out to Macaulay Glover. Wheels around on the right. What's going to happen here? Ball goes up high. Great spoil from behind from United Yeelanna, and the ball's going to trickle out of bounds.
Ben Glover or Jacko Norton. Matt Dyer was right at the front of the pack to Rover if it came off. Throw in here. Tight contest. Bob Keeley with the headband on. And Ty George swung around. Get us a point there. Add that on, Brody. 8 goal 553 to 10 goal 363. Even matches up with the other scoreboard when they catch up.
Great handball over the top. Just knew where he was before. Now, is that going to be a last touch? It's got to be. No, he must have carried it over the ground. No, it is a last touch.
Last possession, Broach.
Last possession, sorry. Yes, no.
Last disposal.
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
That's the league secretary coming out of me. Misunderstanding. Billy Bias bringing in, looking to get deep inside 50, looking for a contest, looking for Spog Keeley, and Jacko Norton claiming the mark and being paid.
Great mark there by Jacko. He does that week in, week out for United Yeelanna. Goes long down the line. Will Simons, great jump at the footy by Will, and he's brought that down, I think.
I thought he took the mark there, but Paul Glover leapt on him straight after. He didn't believe that, so he handballs the ball to it, or passes the ball back to him. Will Barra, Simons kicking out, awkward kicking style, but it left.
It works, doesn't it?
It to Levi Brown over the back, being able to get that to Luke Durden, who passes on to Aaron Beard. Aaron Beard across the ground to find Blaze Kay. Blaze Kay looking to create something here. Running, Ty George has come off the side of the boot.
What he thought there.
Or Jacko Norton wasn't able to take it and then slips over. That was less than ideal for Jacko.
Oh, he's dangerous there. He's dove on it.
Yeah.
Oh, umpire says they'll have it. Careful. Doing that in the back line. Just saw Billy Bias get hanged in that third quarter. Umpire throws the ball up inside 50. Tiny Keeley taps down. Well rode there by Manane. Macaulay Glover at the back of the pack. Gets a handball over the top and finds Casey Beard out to Ty George on the left. What's he done? He's kicked another point. 9-point ball game we have here. 4.5 minutes into the last quarter. Lock really need this next goal. We've had a couple of scoring shots and will really need to be rewarded if they are going to kick these last two. And Dyer bringing the ball out for United Yeelanna. Will go towards the wing. Good spoil there by Billy Bias at the bottom of the pack. Plugger Creddy really coming into this game now. Kicks long. Macaulay Glover flies at the ball. Picks it up, and it's going to be another ball up at Lock's forward flank.
Both teams just throwing their body at it, knowing the dispatch. There's no next week, just all at it. Will Simons against Aaron Beard, and wrapped up there. Guy Morton straight away. Braden Martin and Xavier Watson all over him. Another tough contest here. Taps it over the back, looking for Ty George. Billy Bias picks it up.
Jacko Norton again in this last quarter.
He's picked up his game and he's cut it off in front of Jed Durden.
Goes out wide and he finds Xavier. Why does he keep getting on his own? Always on his own, Xavier.
Oh, he works hard. He just keeps working hard and hard. And Adam Manane can be a bit the same. He works there. Dive inside. Aaron Watson had to work hard to make that look like a decent kick, and he's done that. Just chip it down.
This is where Dane have no dangerous. They can take it.
Braden Martin slipped over at the key moment. Aaron Watson getting it onto his left, just poking it forward, being chopped off by Levi Brown, getting across there to help.
I think it's just about being Lock's best today, Levi Brown. Super consistent all day. Hopefully he doesn't turn this over as that's got to be a free kick from the back there. Is that Luke Durden? Is it? Yes, it is.
I think they're about the same school year. They would have come through a fair bit of school together. They would have. The schoolyard contest there, right there, just the shove.
Not a very good kick there by Luke. Just had Macca on the lead, and I think that's been the difference in this last half. United Yeelanna's ball use have really stepped up, and Lock's been a little bit fumbling, just missing those those short 25-metre kicks that you can't afford to in grand finals.
Yeah, but as much as that, had that and whatever, they're still in it. 9 points. It's going to go right down the wire. Aaron Watson sells the candy, goes the handball to Xavier Watson, but he said, Aaron, that doesn't count if you don't get your hand to it.
Macaulay Glover again.
Macaulay, he's been excellent today as well. He just creates that ball use and makes it. Lachlan Heath out on that left. I just love watching his kick, and he's popped that in front of Jed Durden, who's in front of Jed Manane.
You said Jed, I reckon would have had a fair chance there, Habs, but look, we talk about this next goal, and this is absolutely massive. Dangerous kick there by Macaulay Glover, but that's what Lock need to do. They need to risk getting the ball turned over to be put in a dangerous
calling this here, bro, so we're right behind, we're in the right spot.
Jed Durden comes in. We like it straight away. Loves a good celebration, this Jed. Comes in, looks great off the boot. That's gone straight through the middle for the Roos. Lock move to 9 goals 60. 10 goals 63. Great kick by Lockie Heath moving inside 50 and Paul Glover.
That's the clean ball use we've been calling for to happen. It needs to happen for the winner of this side. The clean play is fast. It's too fast for the other side. And there's excellent ball use that suddenly results in a goal. We've seen that happen all game when there's a bit of sequence of clean ball use and the chasers just can't quite get there. So very good goal.
Both sides were able to get out the back a lot today as Top Beard goes up against Gerber. Aaron Beard with the ruck. Casey Beard handballs out the back. Sharp ball there by Liam Gerber this time. Ball goes inside 50. Spoggy Creddy position 1A. Drops what he should have taken.
Yeah, one harm.
A great pick up by Aaron Watson. Ali Bias with the tackle. That's got to be holding the ball. No, surely. Great handball out by Ty George.
Left side. And the inside as he's come around. So Trav Beard against Sean Maxfield as he looks for Billy from charging out there. I reckon the United Yeelanna players actually hurt himself in that contest. Jacko Norton.
The best kick inside 50. But Tiny Keeley sits under it. Great spoil from behind and gets his own ball. Is that Jed Manane?
That was Jed.
Well done. Turns it over straight away to Billy Bias. Corey Beard is out the back. What's going to happen? Corey Beard with the mark. Handballs over the top. Jed Durden runs into an open goal and Lock take the lead in the last quarter. Great turnover by Billy Bias. Huge moment it was there for Lock Roos as they retake this lead 9 minutes into the last quarter.
Brilliant. A sequence of clean sequence there. Lock were out and they were using it. Corey, you think you don't want it. You wouldn't. Obviously, you can just kick it. Corey, don't mess around with it. But he had space and time, and Yeelanna players would come out risk. I think that Jacko Norton, he was a long way out. He'd come out to the contest and he just when he's died for we'd overcommitted and I think he actually hurt himself for a moment. So he was tied up and Corey Beard just bolted towards goals, ditched him quick as he could. There's a siren here. There's a blood roll. Jacko Norton, which is that contest I was talking about before. So Jacko Norton is going across. So we'll see the player coming off the ground there.
I reckon what we'll see here, I'd love to get the camera on Tiff Firth on the bench because we're going to see the quickest bandage up of anyone I think we might ever see to get Jacko Norton straight back on that field. And he's been really influential in this last quarter as Will Simons goes back to the back 50. And we talked about this game just being played in momentum. And I think it's just going to end with who has the momentum for the last 5 minutes. United Yeelanna for the first 5, kicked that really important goal through Plugger Creddy. Lock with the last 5 minutes of momentum, Habs. What's going to happen now?
Plenty of blood coming from Jacko. He's split under his eye, I reckon, in that contest. And they'll be wanting to bend him and get him back out there as quick as they can. Xavier Watson gets the clearance here, but it's a Lock 3-1 running in front. Levi Brown leading Alex Glover. So Michael putting into the ball.
How good is that from both players there?
Right up.
Levi Brown has made the move on the Michael Critton after it all go, and super important as the ball's on the deck. Wrapped up, Xavier Watson gets out to the front stoppage, out to Braden Martin, who's going short for Spoggy Critton, and drops what he probably should have taken. Good contest by Ali Bias. Balls on the deck. Luke Durden wraps up Spoggy Critton at centre half back for Lock Roos, centre half forward for United Yeelanna. It is game on.
Yeah, Spog should have taken that. He needed that clean hands, needed that clean play. But now it's a ball up here again. Braden Martin out the back, handball into Liam Gerber. He got rid of the first tackle, but it's short changed on the kick. So then Foxy puts it out in front of Travis Beard. Travis almost through. Just need
a bit more voice there. I think he got through the first one. I didn't see Liam Gerber coming.
Well, like it's both ways where the player doesn't give the ball back to the player. Well, I thought that was auto 50 but it hasn't been played at all today and been consistent with that.
Adam Manane sharks it from nowhere. Inside 50 contest. Off Andrew Heath's boot. Goes outside. Good body work by Fletcher Beard. Falls on the ground. Just can't.
Handball.
Oh, he didn't need to do that.
He's handballed it.
What's he doing?
He's handballed it out of bounds on the umpire. Joe Walker was right there.
Yeah. Inexperience there.
Just needed to not just tap it, not pick it up. Casey Beard out in the pocket. Looking tight. Jeepers. Casey Carr having that shot, going to just settle up in the wind and going across, and there's no contest at Matt from them. I don't know. There's 3 lock players looking at each other. I think Gonzo, everyone assumed that Gonzo was going to mark it, and he's passed to Alex Glover. Alex is just, I reckon his knee buckled when he got...
Corky there, maybe Braden Crosby jumping up the score. Dangerous there by Matt Creddy.
Yeah. I would have backed him to swing around and snap it, but anyway, Alex Glover, 25 out.
Once again, we see these swings and roundabouts, don't we? You know, that inexperience and Fletcher Beard just handballing it out of bounds when probably not sure that he's not sure of the rules, but...
well, I don't think he thought he was going to go out of bounds, is what it was. It was blocked up. Alex Glover going back, looking for the goal here. Goal umpire right underneath it. It's a goal, 11 goals 3, 69 to Lock, 10 goals 6, 66.
Yeah. And massive goal there by Alex Glover. Back into the side after a bit of an extensive layoff, I believe, Pax.
Yeah, he's had trouble with his calf, has been part of the problem. He's had a few injuries. He'd come back and then he'd get injured at just a random different injury and whenever, and be really disappointed because he's just been hungry, being able to play with Ben, his brother. There's a big thing, Ben's back. And so you don't get many opportunities to play with your siblings, so making the most of that. But they're both coming to today's side. They missed the second semi to try and get right, and they've been able to force their way in with their training. And
another clearance there by Xavier Watson. It's just going to near this last quarter. Levi Brown should have picked that one up as Mitch Jolly tries to get it out. Liam Gerber at the back of the pack goes inside. Huge contest here. That's got to be in the back. No. Gonzo Kelly, last line of defence. Huge moment there it was. Missed it. So, I tell you what, Habs, this is on a knife edge. Gonzo Kelly's closing speed is just ridiculous, and it looked like Matt Creddy had that all sewn up, but just at the last minute got in there. And look, did have players out, but you'd back Matt Creddy to kick that 9 times out of 10 most times, wouldn't you?
Well, he ignored Lockie Heath was there, and he said, no, I can kick this. And as it goes out wide, Andrew Heath brings it out wide to Billy Bice. Billy's had some really good moments today. They're going to need him to keep dragging and work ethic up and down the ground. It's Trav Beard working up to centre half back to take that. That's what they need from their bigger players as well, coming up, working their players over, bringing him out of the areas as he goes long. Gaten Gerber's underneath that.
Who's at the back of the stoppage here, Tyron Keeley out the
Corey
back.
Beard was right there as well, and there's a lock there. Casey Beard running forward, looking for
Jed. United Yeelanna be really disappointed about letting the ball out the back there, I reckon, Habs. It's not something they normally allow. And you can see Corey just demanding it in the middle.
Or it's that threat of Corey. They overcommitted a little bit so that, Gaten was coming and floating back, and just the Yeelanna player that was right next to him was overcommitted. But we're in the perfect position to see how this one's going to go. And I'm looking straight to the hiding middle. Jed's an excellent kick goal.
Kicked one on this spot about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. He's already got 4 for the game.
Yeah, Durden coming in. What's he going to do here? Looks beautiful off the boot. Look at that.
At the moment, it went off the boot.
Look, you talk about huge moments in grand finals, Habs, and yes, that was good by United Yeelanna, but I think it goes back to Gonzo Kelly, that last-minute spoil on Matt Creddy. There could be a 2-goal turnaround, an 8-point lead, compared to a 2-point lead for Lock.
Good at work there, Matt Creddy. Suddenly it bounces the right way and goes through the goals. Those moments, they matter. There's only 2 points in it. It's what you want out of a grand final. The crowd's on a knife edge here. You can feel the tension coming from everywhere. The players on the field, they're starting to get weary, but they're just pushing themselves and willing to go. I reckon we've got about 8 minutes to go in this quarter. Xavier Watson gets the handball to Casey Carr. They've been playing a few times. Passes to Braden Martin. Yeah, Fletcher just slipped at the wrong moment, which was unlucky. Braden turned him around, charged back towards goals, and then turned him and came back at the ball, and it just caught Fletch just a little bit off guard. This is right on the edge of range in last quarter. I don't know about you, Broads, but 50 metres with 16, 17 minutes into the last quarter, it's a big call. I reckon if I was Michael Cretton's got his back to it on the goal line, but I would be a massive kick if he can kick from here, but I don't reckon he's going to get it. It's gone to the left-hand side, made the distance. So that's 1 point game.
Now it is, Habs. And now, what I'd like you to do is sorry, I put that on a lot. Just in case we are to do it, if there is a draw, what happens?
5 minutes each end. and then if it's drawn after 5 minutes each end, you go 5 minutes each end until you get a result.
Okay. Thank you for that. As Luke Durden looks to bring the ball out of the back pocket for Lock. Goes long down the line, looking for Travis Beard!
That was big, got up.
Huge by Travis Beard, and he'll look to go long down the line. Don't like this. It's Spog Keeley have to get up, and he just forces that out of bounds for Lock. Massive mark there in a one-on-one contest by Travis Beard, and Spog Keeley just spoiling that out. Lock have really got to be set up well behind the ball here. Looking forward to see what happens with Corey Beard. Good tap by Fergus Slate, taps it over the back. Corey Beard on his back. Lock are just desperate, trying to get the ball forward by any means necessary. Morton falls over in opportune time, dives over the ball, gets it out to Fergus Slate, tries to ride the tackle, just gets it out. Mitch Jolly on the ground, wrapped up immediately by Casey Beard, who gives him a nice little piggyback ride. What a game, Habs. Let's just talk about this game. Like, it's the two best teams past 2 years going at it. Physical, tough, clean. It's just amazing game of football so far today. Whoever wins is well deserved.
No one gives you a premiership. You've got to go and win them, and that's what we're seeing here. Whoever walks away from this game will know that they've won a premiership.
And they've played a grand final.
They've earned it. They've earned every moment here. Every contest has been tight as we see. A kick from Ben Glover, I reckon it's gone up high, not as long as what he would have hoped. Liam Gerber comes charging through, but then Foxy picking it up there from Braden Crosby. Gets his kick away.
Nigel Anna had the numbers here. Can Corey neutralise? He does that. Ball's on the ground. What happens? Just kicks it forward.
Is that Casey Beard kicked it forward?
Casey Beard. Jed Durden can't pick it up. Ball goes out wide, and what's it going to be? God, just about a falcon there in the forward pocket. Jed Durden tracks the ball, handballs over the top, kicks it forward. Who's up for Lock? Plenty of rises at the ball as the ball trickles out of bounds. 19 and a half minutes gone in this last quarter. Lock lead by a point. The umpire throws the ball in. Inside Lock's 50. Gerber versus Keeley. Gerber wins the ball down. Billy Bias picks it straight up and is wrapped up straight away.
Unbelievable. It's right in the forward 50 here. The contest, Lock will be looking to try and get a goal here because 1 point and it just doesn't feel like enough unless they can grind it out here. But Casey Carr trying to pick up the ball, but it manages to get to, is that Foxy?
Crosby.
Yeah.
And Tynan Keeley soars up above them all.
The big recruit for the year. And it's what he wasn't playing last year.
Great work by Braden Crosby. I think since he's come on, we saw him get outmarked early in this last quarter, and he's provided a lot of drive in this last quarter as well, and just banged it on the left. And when you do have those big four, you'd call it this year, Keeley, Durden, Travis Beard, and now Corey Beard, who's played a forward role today, it's favourable to Lock. And look, Tynan Keeley coming in, give the Roos a 7-point lead.
Yeah. Brody's already got the finger hovering over the goal.
He's kicked it!
Kicked it through.
Huge by Tynan Keeley. That makes it a 7-point, 2-possession ball game. This is massive, Habs. I don't even know what to say right now. I've seen United Yeelanna do this time and time again. They do get pushed in the grand final, and so often their big players stand up. And I wouldn't be surprised to see
it's tough call.
21
minutes in the through the last quarter. It's a tough call for United Yeelanna to push you because they've got to get 2 goals.
Have a look at this midfield by United Yeelanna. 3 male medalists. Ty George also in there for Lock, a male medalist. This is huge. This ball up is absolutely massive. Aaron Beard up against Will Simons in the ruck. Simons wins it. Eggsy just tries to put it on his boot. Adam Manane with another clearance for the day. Macaulay Glover has moved to centre half back.
Michael Grennan went to take the body and just missed him at the moment. And Macaulay Glover looking for Blaze K.
Huge by Blaze K. Blaze K just robes it off the pack. Goes short, looking for Jed Durden. What's he done? Has he been hit? Corey Beard on the bottom of the ground, just tries to soccer it forward, and the ball goes out of bounds. Missed opportunity there by Lock. Jed Durden just slipped through his hands. This is massive for United Yeelanna. They need to go coast to coast here. Macaulay Glover's been moved to centre half back too here. Just something just to watch.
They outmarked Michael Cretton, which you don't see very often, but Michael Cretton went to take the body and just missed Macaulay. As Adam Manane just sort of shanks a little bit to the left. He's hit Michael. No, you see Macaulay Glover came down with Michael Cretton.
Goes inside. What's he done here? Has he kicked it? No, he's just missed it to the left-hand side, but that's big point there, Habs. That now turns it into, it can't just be, a point and then be kicked it up.
Yeah, that means that Yeelanna need 2 goals.
Yeah, exactly right.
They want to stay in this contest here. You can feel it. Ben Glover about to bring it back in.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Corey Beard. He's up in the forward lines now, but play that extra kick behind the ball as they look to go short. And great spoil over the top. It was there by Jed Manane, or was it Dane Habner?
No, he was looking for Dane Habner, and Corey Beard went to make the contest. Maybe he just winded him for a second, I reckon. Yeah, Adam Manane picking up the ball here, looking out wide on his left foot.
On the open side, if they can take this clearly.
And just charging forward here.
Play on.
Spog Crittenden in the middle. Oh no, he's got to Casey Carr. Casey's been able to get around the body.
Levi Brown again. He's had a phenomenal.
Well, he's created pressure the whole time. He's been closed down the contest. He'll be a sore boy, and if they can win this, he'll be.
I actually think he was closest to the ball there, and he gave a little walk away as Ali Bice takes the kick.
Yeah.
He'll roll around on his left and just look to go long down the line as Lock look to neutralise it. Chop Beard stands up. Massive moment there by Chop. He'll look to go back, and there's numbers out here for Lock, but they just need to just take it easy a little bit if they can. Sam Pearce goes over the top, and do they keep it in? They do. Finds Billy Bice. 24 and a half minutes gone. Lock up by 7 points? I think it's actually 8 points. I don't think I've more put that last one on.
No, it's 71 to 78. It's what 79. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Let me just change that one. Lock are looking to play a little bit of keepings off here. Corey Beard back to Ali Bice, and he'll go straight back over the top and find Corey Beard here again. This is very smart football here by the Lock Football Club. Tell you what, Corey's just got one in the ribs. This has been such a good game of football, Habs. It's been excellent. Corey Beard's experienced footballer. He's just going back. He's going to go long down the line. Hopefully they can get another stoppage, and I reckon he'll just camp himself there on the back flank. Another stoppage here, just players on the ball.
They're going to keep the stoppage to stoppage and just make the hole in. That's what Lock will be doing, looking forward. You only need 2 goals. They need to get a clearance out here.
Been a few goals this quarter, so there will be a bit of time on. How much we don't know, Habs.
I reckon we're under a minute.
I reckon we'll go the next minute. I really hope you're right as a Mad Lock supporter. Umpire Pedler throws the ball up. Beard grabs it out of the ruck, just hits it forward, but at the back of the contest again is Macaulay Glover. Goes wide looking for Keeley, straight through his hands. Is that going to stay in or not?
Jacko Norton running it out.
Jacko Norton dodges around a few, goes in short, just trying to take the kick on. What happens here? Ball hits the deck. Billy Bice tries to get the handball out once again. Is that Levi Brown with another tackle?
I reckon bringing it home here, Broads. I reckon we're in the last 2 minutes at most. You, as a long time, grew up at Lock. Bring it home. I'm happy to add some comments on everybody. Enjoy this moment.
Yes, I'm still not confident. I've seen this United Yeelanna side until that final siren goes, Habs, against this side.
You can shut the gate, I reckon.
As Chop Beard taps it down, the ball goes out there. Looking for Habner. Habner can't pick it up. Yes, he does now. Tackled straight away then by Lock. Look at this forward pressure. They've built their game this year on forward pressure. Every single year they talk about pounding the rock. And it's a San Antonio Spurs analogy, Habs. And pound the rock, and eventually it's going to crack open. And every single week they've pounded this rock. And cracks haven't appeared last year. They belted it all season and nothing happened. This year, cracks are starting to show. And I reckon it might be pretty close to splitting open here as United Yeelanna have one last gasp. Kick down the middle of the ground. Great contest it was there by Macaulay Glover. Ty George goes inside. Lock can mark this. This is it.
How appropriate.
Levi Brown. Do you reckon he might have a medal around his neck, Habs?
Well, I reckon he'd be my pick for best on ground today.
And he goes short, finding Tiny Keeley.
It was not the slow kick was not what he needed to do there.
Oh, they thought they were holding the ball. Oh, jeez. United Yeelanna still in with a chance as they look to switch the ball. They go out to the far side here.
Matt Crittenden on his own in the 50.
Yeah.
It's a long way away from it.
It is. Stranger things have happened though, Habs, as United Yeelanna just continue to move this ball forward. Xavier Watson goes out. Spoggy Crittenden wrapped up immediately. Dual tackle. There it is. There's the siren. 28 years of a drought. It's over. Oh, this is amazing. The rock has finally split open. Mate, this is amazing.
There's Brody. I might have to speak to
might have to, mate. I'm getting a bit emotional here.
Brody's teared up here. Since Lock Roos haven't won since the A-grade grand final since 1997. They've had a few cracks, 20 in their 100th year, 2015. Came close, but weren't able to do it. So today you see United Yeelanna 11 goals 5, 71 to Lock 12 goals 7. It's been everything you would hope out of a grand final. The United Yeelanna have had a dynasty that's been lasting a while, but Lock have
look what it means.
The emotion. It just reminds me of the Yeelanna's was 2012 was where we broke it open and finally had a premiership, and you can feel the emotion, the excitement, what it means for the town, what it means for the people. There's hugs and lots of emotion. Grown men just overcome with emotion. You can see them as they're walking onto the crowd to get to the players. It's an exciting moment. Well done to Lock. Congratulations. Where they've been able to just hang in there. I think shout out to we talked about it, the older team is 10 over 30. Trav and Aaron Beard been flying back from Adelaide for 5 years to play and give up their weekends throughout the season to get here. It's just brilliant. Brody, I reckon you need to sign off so that you can go out and
I just want
them.
to touch on one thing, Abs, and look, it is an amazing win for Lock. Full credit to United Yeelanna. They've been the best side on the Eyre Peninsula, and I'm willing to say that, for the last decade and a half. And I don't think it's the end. I mean, look at the young players we've got coming through now. And full credit goes to United Yeelanna today. They had Lock on toast, but I think it comes down to that analogy that Corey talked about all year, and pounding the rock, and you could hit it 100 times. It'll be the 101st split, 101st hit that'll split that rock open, and you won't see anything. And look, I'm just looking at Xavier Watson in the middle now. He's sitting there talking to Dave O'Beard, and he's a class player. And look, this is absolutely amazing. For me, as someone that's grown up and been on the end of 200-point losses and 220-point losses, to see this finally happen for the club, for the community hubs, this is amazing. And look, I'll sign off with this. I'd hate to be a Southwick and Lock tonight, mate.
Well, they brought down the Southwicks especially for the thing. I'm just going to sign up with them.
Look, I'll sign off with this. I'd hate to be a Southwick and Lock tonight, mate.
Well, they brought down the Southwicks especially for the thing. I'm just going to work to. So I think Jerry Beard kicked one. Billy Bob. And that was it. Because he was the X factor he was creating. He kicked 3 today, and Casey Carr kicked 1, Aaron Watson 1, Michael Crittenden 1, Stephen Crittenden 1, Braden Martin 1, and Matthew Crittenden 2. I've just lost the rest of my stats. So
it's me out, Habs. I'm going to go get on this and get a beer with me.
Yeah, enjoy. Well done. Congratulations to Lock Football Club on winning the A grade after 1997 was the last time they won the A grade. It's been a long time coming. United Yeelanna have held that on and have been the competition that you want everyone to be. I'm going to sign off here instead of waffling on. But congratulations to Lock. Fantastic. Thank you to our sponsors that enable please shout outs for who you're watching, where you're watching from, that sort of stuff. And if you're watching again and those sort of things later on, it helps with the sponsorship if these things happen because of Community Bank, Cummins District, and Port Lincoln Prestige. These things don't happen without that. And so please support them as they support us, and to give it a shout outs on the Facebook. It does make a difference. Well done, congratulations, Lock Football Club 2025 Great Fenders Football League A grade Premiers Lock Roos.
everyone. We'll start the presentation when you're ready. So. So just congratulations to the Yeelanna Football Club and Luke. It's been a great weekend. Obviously set the bar pretty high. We've been the Lock Roos Club. Congratulations on the service of the last flag. So it's 28 years. It's been a long time between them. Hopefully there's got plenty of something on here. Thank three umpires and officiating the game today. They've done a good job. They've done obviously with our umpire coordinators that we've been Scott. Just like to recognise my executive team that have helped me certainly. I'd also like to welcome Great Britain's Football League of members that are here today. Just like to run with Great Britain's Football League sponsors, led by the community. Over $7 million invested back since 2000. Thanks to the sponsor. Thank you to Cleveland, powerhouse staff, the Ryan Peter, and Sam Gardner, and the three hotels that Hotel, Seaways Hotel, and Cummins Hotel. So I'd like to thank all those sponsors. I'd also like to welcome back our vice patron, marquee, who will help us with the trophy presentation. So also like to thank Joseph Turnbull, who's here, also on behalf of the thank all the community as well. Get on to the best on ground medal, which the Queen best on ground, the judge, and great pleasure to announce the club, the Golden Glover. Getting a photo done, I'd just like to give the United Yeelanna coach Greg Duncan to say a couple words. first of all to our Yeelanna guys. They're great efforts made, played a good game, short task. It's hard words to say, it's a bit of a swallow, but finish strong today, so congratulations to the Lock Roos. Thank you, Luke. Team manager David Beard to come up and just run through the players. medal for the Commemoration trophy coming down. Before we hit the cup over, so we're just presenting you with the Pregame Bank Cup and the MJ Walsh Memorial Shield as the A-grade winners. And the field show, do what you want. Well, ladies and finals, I'd really like to thank our tourists and the Cummins Community Football Clubs for hosting today. I've really done a job with the food, everything's done really well, so thanks for being here, and I really just want to make sure you all have a safe. week.